Welcome, people. Today, welcome to another stream. Today, we'll be doing Canto 3, because I have not started it yet. I'll move that out of the way a bit more. And move this into closer to my face. There we go. Okay. Actually, I want channel dashboard. And then stream manager. There we go. Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay. Welcome to some more Limbus Company. Today we'll be doing Canto 3 and learning what the hell's going on. And we actually managed to get a golden bow last time, which is nice. Because Canto 1 wasn't a good time. We did not succeed even in the slightest in Canto 1. Yeah, we already are. It is time. Drive. Let's go to Inferno. Canto 3, the unconfronting. Unconfronting? Unconfronting. That's what it is. Humming along. 3-1, humming along. Let's go. Hello, Otis. Oh yeah, I accidentally did a uptie 3 while y'all were gone. The sun is almost set, leaving the bus to be shrouded in dusk. Sharon's humming a song while driving. I found myself singing along in my head, oh same, to that strangely familiar tune.
아름다운 연주는 세상의 망가진 것들에게서부터 나옵니다. 아이러니한 이치죠.
The most beautiful of performances are born from broken and ruined things. Ironic the way the world works. Yeah, that wasn't elf level abnormality. That was decently annoying to put away every time. So I agree. Virgilia spoke, having noticed that I was looking at the driver's seat. Alas, they have not the privilege to fully appreciate the glee of their own music. Oh how unjust that is. Caron, you look like you're in a good mood today. Caron nodded. Joy brings out singing. I see. Although, as far as I remember, you would often hum that song when you felt down. Caron has no such memories. Oh, yeah, I remember this from Leviathan. This was originally one of Virgilius's, the children in Virgilius's orphanage that was abducted by the Ring and put into the Mirror World procedure without proper cautions. So she's been overwritten by a different version of herself. That's Caron. Caron sings when she's happy. Virgilius's eyes seemed to well with a subdued shade of dark. The kind of hue that would be picked right away if one wanted to express solitude as a color. But it only lasted for a brief moment. So I decided to dismiss it as the vivid sunset playing tricks with the light. The world Caron now hums is one that lacks sound and color. She's going through a long tunnel with no exit in sight. I'm sure that, just like the history of my own life that I've forgotten, Caron and Virgilius must have had their own threads of cruel reminders. Pardon me. I believe that's enough personal stories, Dante. Your work is to manage your crew, not befriend this old guide. Well, but you're interesting. When I looked at his face again, that momentary hint of sadness had fleeted, replaced with a faint smile. I gave him a few nods, then turned around to check on the sinners. Our bus passengers have had lifted spirits for a while now. It helped that they did what they were assembled for and secured a golden bough for the first time. All the sinners were busy talking about their exploits in J-Corp's district. You should have seen me show that card right there. Seriously, that was a real highlight. I'm starting to get sick of hearing the same story for the 7th time in a row, so let me change the subject. Where are we going this time? This time, we're headed to K-Corp's nest. Oh, we're going to K-Corp. They're the ones who made the regeneration ampules and stuff. So, it'll be interesting to see what their nest is like. District 11, eh? Job's taken me all sorts of places I never thought to visit. Tis home to another great individual! Oh, a fixer? And you are certain to find the souvenir shop there. I've always yearned for a limited edition figurine set. Oh, didn't it also have a restaurant chain famous for its Hamburg steak? Is that Ham Ham Pang Pang? Because that's the one Roland liked. And, not Angela. Angelica? Angelica. Life has gotten much easier these days, hasn't it? Back in my marching days, all I had was a pinch of salt in my mouth. Don't show off. You don't need to show off, Otis. We know you're strong. I know, right? The only food I could swallow during my voyage was canned soup that tasted like iron. We know you're a sailor, Ishmael. Can't wait to try the steak. Right, Ryoshu? Well, imagining the variances in blood color by region does make me salivate. Ugh, can't discuss anything with you. Hey, kiddo, what do you want to eat? Oh, Sinclair? Oh, Sinclair is going through it. Like, let me put that back on. What is he? Oh, he is terrified, yeah. Looking for someone to share tales with and have a sensible conversation, Rojin naturally turned to Sinclair. However... Sinclair? What? Gosh, golly, what's wrong? He's turned pale. He's also suffering from hyperventilation and tremors. How long has he been like this? Ever since Mr. Virgilius mentioned K-Corp. Yeah, the instant... I'm guessing Sinclair's from K-Corp, because the instant that K-Corp was mentioned and the fact we're going there, he has locked up. He's hyperventilating. He's doing everything. Also, welcome, Shady. How you doing? Ever since Mr. Vigilius mentioned K-Corp. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Because you did not order me to do so. Okay, Merceau. Merceau stared at me like I was at fault for not doing the obvious. I just got an upset stomach. Sorry. Really? Sure you're okay? Now that I think about it, Faust, I'm noticing a trend where one of us has visceral reactions to the destinations that Virgilius reveals. Additionally, when we arrive, it turns out that the place does have a history with the person in question. Does that have something to do with the reason we joined the company? Thank you, Dante. You're actually smart. You just referred to the team as a we. Huh? It's a part of my mission to detect the slightest of changes. As for your question, while I can't tell you the reason for recruiting the sinners in detail, there'd be no point in denying that our destination and the backgrounds of each sinner are indeed related to a degree. Do all uppish snobs have some condition that makes them yap on and on about things that can be answered with a plain yes or no? Hysterion Prototron isn't always correct. Faust simply adopts the most effective method of communication for the given situation. What the hell is Hysterion Prototron? Faust, why? I have not seen anything. Is like Rupture doing extremely well now? Was there some IDs released for it? Hysteria, what now? Yeah, because I only have a poise team for the mirror dungeon. I have 6 poise identities, so I just use those guys. Hysteria, what now? It means that you're struggling to understand Faust because you're too uneducated, not that Faust is overeducated. Faust, the hell? Why, you? Ugh, Sinclair's about to throw up. Captain Ishmael. Oh, neat. So I was gonna guess there's probably a captain identity for Ishmael because she seems to be on the sea. Like, also because she's based on Moby Dick. Of course there's gonna be a Captain Ahab. I don't know what the hell the Captain Ahab is like. But of course there's gonna be one. And it's Ishmael. They have the relationship. Ugh, Sinclair's not happy. There's a new Faust ID. Okay. Ishmael as Ahab. Neat. Just as Heathcliff approached Faust with his bat shaking in fury, Sinclair suddenly started throwing up on the floor. Damn it, Sinclair! The bus finally quieted down after that. Yeah. That's probably 1-1, 3-1. Also, I have roles. I have a triple identity, assured extraction. Y'all want to see what this gets? Yeah, I wonder which 000 identity I'll grab. Spend 000 guaranteed Dex extraction ticket. Yep. Let's see who I grab. Let's grab it, and there's only one identity. Great. Ishmael! Zip it and get in line. Preferred if we don't have to sit through some morning assembly. Is this Zweicorp Ishmael? Looks like Zweicorp. Zwei Association, not Zweicorp. Zwei Association West, Section 3. I prefer if we don't have to sit through a scolded morning assembly. Let's see what her stuff is like. Sinners. Ishmael. Zwei Association West, Section 3. This is a Tremor. Yeah, it's a Tremor identity. And that makes a decent chunk of Zweicorp I have. Because I think I have Gregor's Zweicorp, I have Ishmael's Zweicorp, and I think I have Sinclair's Zweicorp. Yeah, Sinclair's Zweicorp. That's 4 Zweicorps. Not Zweicorp, Zwei Association. I keep saying the wrong word. Yeah, Faust, Ishmael, Ishmael's Way, Faust's Way, Gregor's Way. Well, yes, but I have Faust and Ishmael's Way now. So I'll probably swap Ishmael's identity to this one. Let's see. How much do I have? I can't get to max, but I can get pretty damn close. Yeah. And I have enough. I probably have enough to up-tie out as well. Zwei Knight Greatsword's form. Oh, that sounds awesome. I am grabbing that. Yeah. Combat passive, shock nullifying Greatsword, Zwei Knight's Greatside form, and can't let you through. And I have enough for the last one. Saber Ishmael, yeah. I'll grab it to the max. Screw it. Up-tie 3. Don't worry, not even a single arrow will get through as long as I stand between you and your enemies. Oh, that looks awesome. Yeah, agreed. Let's see what her up-tie identity is. Fix her on the podium. This contract lasts 3 days. Any non-nest residents during this period will not be a priority protection target. 3-day contract. Priority protection targets. Nest residents. Dozens of people are lined up in rows and columns in an empty lot. The hot sun blazes over their shoulders. The child quietly whispers, repeating information listed in the briefing by the association. Her eyes are full of fervor. After spending several years living under the punitive and ambiguous laws of the Great Lake, this behavior naturally becomes somewhat of a habit to her. Oh, okay. So Ishmael makes sense. Yeah, child is the nickname for the sinner. Ishmael's from the Great Lake. Interesting. I don't know too much about the Great Lake, but we'll probably go over there for Ishmael's Canto. She repeated and memorized whatever information was given to her, like it was her duty to do so. X-Corp has requested the help of the adjacent N-Court's Order of the Lunar Visage. Order of the Lunar Visage? That sounds awesome, but they will not be part of this contract. They're currently absent on an expedition. Even so, the alloy excavation site we are responsible for is comparative to the size of this village in District 24. Therefore, we can be said that the difficulty of this mission isn't too no assistance from a wing. If it's in an alloy excavation site, then it's gotta be pretty risky. And the size of an area we're responsible for is... Huh? Ishmael got a new Zayn ego? Oh, nice. Beat the game, solo Ahab. Really good, like most laws. Yeah, I just got to Battle Pass 30. Is that the one I just grabbed? Because I think I have that right now. She is always like this whenever they are about to depart on a new contract. Most other fixers are yawning or zoning out, staring at the clouds go by, but she is fully focused on the briefing. Ishmael is a good worker. Then, you are recognized, Knight Ishmael of Section 3. She'd ask a question whenever she grew curious about something, just like she's doing now. Isn't the protection of that excavation site currently managed by District 24 Advanced Excavation Fellowship and X-Corp? X-Corp Alloy Guardians. That's also cool. I know it's near the border, but it's still within the nest, isn't it? X-Corp sent us a notice of cooperation request. They will be absent from the site for about 3 days, apparently. That is why the Zwei were contracted to protect that designated area, normally under their jurisdiction within District 24. Does that answer your question, or do you have any further questions? Yeah, looks like Ishmael is definitely taking this seriously. The child shook her head before standing with her hands behind her back. He tried to focus on the briefing again. If it weren't for the annoying chatter coming from behind her row, that is. More territory protection contracts? It's starting to get old. Should have applied for the Order of the Land's End. That is a fucking awesome name. At least the expedition into the ruins would have kept things interesting. M-Corp's right next door anyways. This whole endeavor is pointless. Ahem. The child coughed lightly, then whipped around in hopes of putting a stop to that incessant chatter once and for all. Yeah, it's pretty good, like WAS. Nice. Level 40. Level 30 is the Dawn one. I have that. I don't have level 40 yet. F students are inventors. They're so fucking creative they couldn't sit still in class because... What? I have no idea what that is. Whatever. Of course, the child's every word was dripping with barely suppressed annoyance. Can you zip it and pay attention to the briefing, please? We're paying attention. Oh yeah? Are you, though? 4 minutes ago, the director already answered your complaints by explaining that M-Corp's Order of the Lunar Visage doesn't have the time or resources to help us out because they're busy with an expedition. He's probably just saying that to keep us on our toes. Remember our last contract where they said there wouldn't be any reinforcements? And there were? You know what they call X-Corp's excavation sites, right? Hellholes. Literal hellholes. We do have to stay on our toes, because who knows what kind of monster might come crawling out of that dungeon. Seriously, it's... The child curled her fist and let out a frustrated sigh. Never mind. You do you, I guess. Keep going like that, and you'll eventually find yourselves up shit creek without a paddle. But fine. Why don't you quit staring at us and pay attention to the podium? Perhaps her threats worked. The child was allowed to focus fully on the director's briefing. But it wasn't long before the chatter resumed. The child had given up on lecturing them, however. It was better to tune them out and focus on the briefing, rather than trying to get them to shut up. And the wisdom of her choice became apparent not long after the briefing. Help! Monsters from the tunnels! A terrified civilian is shuddering, cornered at the dead end of a tunnel. Next to the civilian are 2 dead bodies and armors, sprawled unceremoniously on the floor. They're dead. Good. It was clear what happened here. I knew things were too good to be true when I excavated this super alloy microwave. Super alloy microwave? What? The various types of the excavation site's monsters and their environs had been explained in detail during the briefing, but these 2 fixers, who neglected to pay attention, did not know what to do in case of an emergency and met their demise. This was the consequence of even the briefest moment of laxity in the city. One of the monsters picked up a spiked bat it found in an excavation site and charged the miner. Gah! The civilian closed his eyes, realizing that this was to be his final few seconds of life on Earth. Actually, yeah, it might be Heathcliff. Spiked bat. I knew it. Glad I got to you in time. Nice job, Ishmael. But a great sword had appeared from outside his line of sight, stopped the spiked bat right in its striking arc. Instead of the crushing sensation of the spiked bat to his face, however, the civilian heard the sound of metal striking against metal. He carefully opened his eyes. You're a fixer? But I was told that this excavation zone was assigned only 2 of you guys. I was doing some extra patrols in this area. Had a bad feeling that something might have gone wrong. Please be careful. They already killed 2 of your colleagues. If they kill you too, I'm really done for. God, what can one fixer do what 2 of them couldn't? Yeah, I can see that. Wish I could tell them I told you so right now. Despite the civilians' worry, the child had no problem repelling the monster's attacks from all directions. At first, the monsters attacked her with abandon, emboldened by her passive defensive stance. ¿Qué? But they all soon found themselves rolling on the ground, gripping their arms, and howling in pain. Oh, okay. Does the greatsword... Maybe when she gets attacked, it sends like vibrations down their weapons and arms to damage their internals? Because that sounds like a fixer equipment. Especially, it fits this way. The recoil from striking her greatsword is actually hurting them. Yep. Now sit tight behind me until the reinforcements get here. How long can you hold out for? Well, let's see. 3 days should be a piece of cake. Oh, God. Okay, nice job, then. The serenity of her dry statement heavily contrasted with the peril that surrounded her. The child stood her ground the entire time she waited for the reinforcements to come. When the Zwei fixers arrived a few hours later, they found the civilian completely untouched and surrounded by bodies of unconscious monsters holding their broken weapons. Hey, you're here. And the child, who is polishing her greatsword to get the dirt off its blade. Nice job, Ishmael. That is awesome as heck. Yeah. I will put you... I'll leave you there and put you in the... You're Tremor, right? LCB Assistant Manager is... Yeah, you are also Tremor. So... Zwei Association, because you do Tremor. So I'll keep you in there. And I have enough for one more roll on just a regular roll. Which one should we roll on? Standard, Target, Patiopac, Gregor and Rojan, or Adept Faust? Which one? Adept Faust? Okay. Let's see what I get. Yep, use Lunacy. And, okay, no guaranteed. Let's see what I pull. And that is 3 interesting identities. Let's see what they are. Okay, this looks like Rose Spanner, Workshop Fixer, Merceau. And that's it. Everything else was duplicates. Great. Great. Love when that happens. Let's see what Merceau's... What this is. What do you do? You're our Tremor. So I'll put you on the Tremor team. Okay. Looks like that's enough for now. So let's go back to Canto 3 and keep going through it. Inspection. Enter -18. And I will switch out Zwei Association Heathcliff, She Association Heathcliff with Zwei Association Faust. I finally have a good replacement for him. -18 Enkofalen. Let's go to battle. Did I say Faust? Damn it! I keep getting names messed up. Shortly after the situation with Sinclair was dealt with. By the way, you meant the back streets of District 11 when you said K-Corp's Nest, yeah? I missed pointing it out earlier since everyone got a bit excited there. I rarely mistake, if ever. Oh, we're going straight into the nest. Okay. I know what I said, Gregor. K-Corp's Nest is where we're going. Huh? Alright, but if we're entering a nest... Indeed, there's the immigrant process. The immigration process, the one that Roland wanted. I don't have a K-Corp visa. You ain't about to tell me everyone else got one, right? What? Why are you looking at me? The solution is simple. CI. And keep on DER until we breach the defenses. Virgilius' voice is nice, yeah? In short, cider. Whatever that eccentric abbreviation means for Ryoshu, the sinners have learned to stop questioning it. A company as big as ours might get a free pass. Not to mention, breaking through using the method dear Ryoshi suggested will take ages. How badly must you underestimate a nest actively governed by a wing to say that? Oh, I see. No one's gonna take into account how much I'll suffer for that cider, huh? Sadly, none of our sinners bothered to respond to me in any capacity. As Ishmael said, we'll pass the immigration without needing a visa. Limbus Company has backing from the shareholders of a wide array of fields. Oh, you happen to know the shareholders of H Corp then? Someone breed Canto's 5's main boss with only Captain Ishmael and Egos. That's nice. A solo? Good job. They once personally visited our home because my younger sibling insisted upon having a red passport as a kid. Jesus, Honglu, you are rich. Couldn't say. I'm merely a humble guide who wouldn't be in the position to know such a thing. Oh, they are? I didn't actually know that. Otherwise, the question doesn't seem to be one that's really worth answering. How harsh. That leaves the route to checkpoint as our concern. Thorough inspection means that there are plenty of people looking for the easy way in, including those who take the pass by force. I hear several interlopers surrounding the bus. Well, have bus, we'll battle. Why don't we just run them over? Like, Mephistopheles does have a mouth. Just eat them. Are these just regular hooligans? They're just regular hooligans. Okay. So, let's go. 1, 2. Let's go for... Which one do I want? I think this one. And then... There. Let's go. Certain solos are so easy, it's almost a cheese strat? Neat. I didn't actually know that. Oh, Ishmael's animations are nice. That sword just looks so good. Thank you. Thank you, Yi-Sang. We know you're good. Then let's just go with the absolute resonance, because he's just about to die. Goodbye. Man, dead. Let's see. Any famished, number nut, sharp head? Doesn't matter. What is this? 826, 18. This one is very good. Then, oh, red is better. Red is definitely better. Ooh, clashable guard skill? Oh, win rate spam is yeah. Actually, screw it. Win rate. Yeah, fair. Sway, her aggro mechanics and clashable guard skill break the game. I didn't actually look at, I haven't really checked any of the guard skills because generally I don't really get them. So I should probably actually look at them. Like, let me actually look at Ishmael's thing when I'm done. Cock-a-hoop Karen, cock-a-hoop parking. What? Karen, what does that mean? Alright, off the bus. Time to get inspected. And let me add this just in case you're feeling inclined to your usual antics. Yeah, the sinners are kind of deserving of the title. They're complete jackasses who will continue to mess up. Yeah, Honglu's Chinese, I know that. Don't go around making a scene expecting things to go your way. Because that will... Oh, his eyes are red. That will not be how it works in this particular place. Don Quixote is gonna mess something up, isn't she? It's always Don Quixote. I thought his words were pretty intimidating, but despite the worries, we welcome all visitors to K-Corp's open nest open-heartedly. Please form an orderly line as you enter, and stand where the instructions indicate. The menacing and interrogative atmosphere could subdue the temperature of any first-time visitors, and the sinners were no exception. Oh, the music is very intimidating, yeah. I could occasionally hear Sinclair sniffing, followed by Roja and Gregor calming him. Sinclair is having a bad time. Any of my questions why were met with heads shaken sideways. Oh, okay. Is that a baton or a gun? I'm not entirely certain. But that armor is nice. K-Corp, so they definitely have a green aesthetic. Look here, how nice it is to see you all stay in line and behave like a brood of chicks on an outing. Wait, why are you out here?
당신이 왜?
Yeah, he said he wouldn't leave the bus last time. What made you follow us outside the bus this time? Noticing my flustered reaction at the unexpected company, Virgilius opened his mouth.
이곳이 둥지이기
Because this is a nest, Dante.
혹여나 이곳에서
If one of you were to get into unexpected trouble here,
치는 순간, 단테,
well, Dante, the responsibility will be a bit too heavy for you to bear alone.
어려워질 테니까.
Ah, the sinners are so stupid and nests are strong, so we have Virgilius to bail us out if the sinners do something stupid. Oh, this is the end of the tutorial? Nice. When Virgilius put it like that, it sounded as if he were saying, you're not reliable enough to be sent without supervision. We aren't. But I knew it'd be wise to keep this to myself. We definitely aren't. Oh, there are a bunch of people on the ground there.
돈이 더 들긴 해도 긴급으로 하길 잘했지 않은가?
Let's... I want to actually look at Ishmael's things. Like, let me look at Zwei Harpoon. Grabs aggro, so more people will attack them. Defense up for every 3 tremor count on self. Tremor count, raise your stagger threshold. Okay. Defense level up, defense level up. Gain aggro to the skill slot. Use defense level up for every 2 tremor count and count. At 5, get coin power. Inflict tremor, inflicts defense level up, inflicts tremor, defense level up. Then ward, defense level up. Defensive stance is stacking only extends the duration, reduced by 1 at turn end. Fix its speed to minimum, gain 5 defense level up. Each unit slots gain more aggro. When chaining skills, this unit can drag enemies attack towards this unit regardless of speed. Upon clash burden, trigger tremor burst and might be staggered by damage. And then gain mass aggro, tremor count. Consume all tremor count on self and inflict the count as tremor on target. Trigger tremor burst, which raises the stagger's threshold. Defensive stance triggers tremor. And then your shield gains clashable guard. So nice. Gain defensive stance and gain tremor count. And it's an unbreakable coin. I haven't seen those before. Okay. Let's go back to the Canto. I'm confronting a code purple. The sinners messed up again, didn't they? What did they do? What did they do? Who was the idiot? Was it Dawn? I feel like it's Dawn.
10분 정도만
The
기다리면
line's moving
저희
quickly.
차례가
It'll be our turn in about 10 minutes at most.
통과 질문은 저희
Will all
학생에게
13 of
다
us
해야
need
하나요?
to answer immigration
단테씨는 말을 못
questions?
알아들을 텐데
They won't be able to
어떻게 해야죠?
understand a manager Dante, so what should we do? Ishmael seemed to have a habit of speaking quickly and being more inquisitive when she got anxious.
안 그래도
I was just about to get to that.
참이었지. 잘 들어.
Listen up. The K-Corp official will only ask very simple questions to the passengers in this line. And your answers will be similarly concise. When the border official asks about the nature of your visit, say, I'm here for business on the behalf of Limbus Company. Please refer to my work visa. Remember this exact phrase so you can recite it word for word. I'll take care of the rest, so you just have to prove that you aren't here to cause trouble.
혹시나 저 말을 외우지 못하게
Dawn
되면
is going to mess this up.
차라리 입을
If
다물고
even memorizing that is too much of a burden with you, I suggest you keep your mouth shut.
그저
You
갖고
can
계신
present your
사원증은
employee card
남에게
instead.
맡겨도 되니까요.
Keep quiet and don't cause trouble. Easiest task in the world, so we're gonna mess it up. I sneakily mumbled a sarcastic remark. Oh, thank you for the follow, Kazo682. Thank you. Thank you. I sneakily mumbled a sarcastic remark. I was worried that Faust might rat me out, but thankfully, Virgilius was idly staring off into space, sparing me from a scathing commentary.
자, 그럼
Now, next up.
질문이 있는
If you have a question, make sure to first
내가
ask
정말
yourself if
가치
it's
있는
actually
질문을
meaningful.
생각했는가에 대한 고민을 조용히 손에
Then
들고.
quietly raise your hand. Several hands were lifted, including mine.
로지온,
Rojan,
업무 목적이니까
since this trip is for
무기는
business,
들고
we can
들어가도
carry out our
되지.
weapons, yeah?
그렇다.
Correct. Next.
그럼 그에게 기기
Then Greg's creepy crawly arm and Dante's chitchy clawhead getting a pass too?
맞아요.
That should be the case. For your reference, our manager's head counts as a prosthetic rather than a weapon, which means it'd be approved even if what we had were tourist visa, powers to receive notwithstanding. Ishmael took the role of model student and answered in Virgilius' stead. It feels like something changed about Ishmael's attitude since the casino job. She seems to have decided to take matters into her own hands after I betrayed her expectations of my capabilities as a leader. Yeah,
정확해.
precisely. Gregor and I put our hands down at the exact same time.
그리고
And Ryoshu, put out your cigarette before you speak.
담배는 끄고 얘기하도록.
난손안
I didn't raise my hand. Don? No, don't do it. Virgilius was doing his best to ignore Don Quixote's arm stretched skyward. It's the sinners, of course they're gonna do something stupid. But he finally caved and gave the woman an adamantly raised hand the chance to speak.
그래.
Fine. Don Quixote, what is it?
뭐지?
His eyes are glowing. He is not ready.
저 유리벽은
For what
어떤
purpose
용도로
doth that
이용하시오?
barrier of glass serve? Following Don Quixote's finger, our attention was drawn to the glass wall stood in the middle of the building. On the other side of that clear dividing wall were countless people waiting in line. That line slowed to a crawl. People are sat on the floor waiting for it to move. Looks like they've been there for quite some time. There are many armed guards as well, 3 times as many compared to this side.
대부분
Most of the glass walls you find inside buildings are there for safety reasons.
가능성이 크다.
뭐,
Well,
쉽게
simply put,
말하자면
that line's for backstreet
특정
folks.
전용 구역이지.
Each nest handles immigration differently, but wherever it may be, it's super duper hard to get into another nest without a proper visa.
진짜 까다롭거든. 왜 건물 속 근처에서
Why'd you think those
목숨까지
bullies
걸고
jumped us on the way
우리를
to the
습격하려고
checkpoint?
했어?
They wanted our
기자를
visa so they could
강제로
enter the
빼앗아서라도
nest.
둥지에 가려고 했던 거지.
그리고
A problem we are not in our power to resolve. However, that answer didn't satisfy Don Quixote. Whether it was the fault of the gloomy yet oppressive atmosphere of the area beyond the wall, or the disturbances happening in there, I couldn't say.
관리자님,
Manager, it's our turn now. Huh? Right. Our line moved at such a quick pace, we barely had time to chat before it was our turn to answer the officials' questions.
기억하세요.
Remember, when you're asked about the purpose of your visit, remind me one more time and I'll show off sangria to you in the official or whatever. Despite Ishmael's worries, our inspection was smooth sailing. Seriously? Please state your affiliation and purpose of visit. I've come from Limbus Company on business. Here's my employee card. All checked out. Next. From Limbus Company, business reasons. Take a look at my card. And all that. All checked out. Next. Don Quixote, I swear to God. After our first dinner proved who we worked for, it was a breeze for the rest of us. The official asked the same questions in the same dry tone, took a cursory glance at our faces and employee cards, though based on their speed, it seemed more like a customary gesture rather than an actual look over, and that each sent our pass. The people in line are looking at us. Something's amiss over there. Oh God. If something's happening over there, and like, not Ishmael, Don Quixote deems it an injustice, she's gonna break the glass, isn't she? She's gonna just jump through. Damn it, Don. It's gonna be you. I know it. The glass wall standing between us and them was thick enough to block out sound. It was hard for us to tell what was going on through the wall. However, I could see what was happening unambiguously. Someone with cuffed hands is being dragged away by security. And a small child is crying next to them, clearly scared and confused. We shouldn't bother. I don't know what happened, but I guess someone broke a taboo. Yeah, sure. Those impoverished vandals and their audacity to break the taboo of not stuffing enough cash in the right people's pockets, am I right? Are you mocking me right now? Huh? What? I thought you didn't care. Guess someone's knickers are in a twist. Heathcliff, please don't. We're not through yet. Don't. While I was distracted by Heathcliff loudly celebrating his first successful tease on Ishmael, our usual suspect sprang forth from her least expected moment yet again. Damn it, Don. Please state your affiliation and purpose of visit. Don, don't. No, damn it! Damn it, Dawn! I'm come to liberate the weak and powerless. Damn it, Dawn! An emotion is expressed for the first time on the checkpoint official's face, flabbergastion. They looked at Don Quixote with a face screaming it was flabbergasted.
저들을 풀어주게.
Please state your affiliation and purpose of visit.
말씀해 주세요.
Oh, he's overlooking it. He's trying to have her say it. The official ignored her demand and parroted the same question. All the while, Don Quixote was getting more upset by the minute. Please, stop her. Sinners, no, don't! And looking through the transparent wall again, I saw a desperate child mouth a scream at the man dragged away in handcuffs. That... Oh, god damn it, No, not Ishmael, Don Quixote. It's Don Quixote's fault.
그대가 나설 마음이 없다면
If you're unwilling to take action, I shall myself! Damn it, Don! Oh.
코드 퍼플.
Code purple, code purple. Violation of taboo, K185 on site.
트롬보사이트 지원
Requesting thrombocyte units. Repeat, requesting thrombocyte. Veering away from inquiry like a broken record, the official spoke into an intimidating immune response to the radio. This fight was once infamous. Okay.
안내합니다.
Attention all personnel. Code purple. Code purple. Circulation hall 2. Inspection booth 14. Thermocoolite. Nucleolite. Blaring sirens accompanied the perplexing announcement. All the while, thick metal gates shut around us. Should have smashed her skull in and carried her in a body sack. Yeah, we probably should have.
그런다고
I doubt that would have made much of a difference.
트롬보 루코.
Thrombo, Lecro, I believe they refer to pallets and white blood cells, respectively.
의미하는 것 같소만.
It must be them. Fitting for K-Corp, I'd say. That's Heathcliff's vase ego, yeah. Looking in the direction Faust indicated, we all saw what she meant. Security forces wearing menacing uniforms were staring at us. Just let them kill Ishmael and move on. Not Ishmael, damn it. Let them kill Don Quixote and move on. 3-4, Taboo. Let's go. The battle.
따라오지 마세요. 방해되거든요.
I've gotten used to this sort of situation, but it looks pretty serious. Yes, I did claim Unicy for the Canto milestones. I remembered that. Indeed, we violated taboo of the wing, after all. It's not like anyone was hurt. Can't we just talk this through? No, this is the city. No one talks. It's the city. Faust looked straight into my face. For Faust to face someone directly when she usually stares into empty space as she speaks can only indicate one thing. I must have said something incredibly frustrating. No matter the wing, infringement of taboo means death. A loud explosion left Don Quixote dismembered where she stood. That lethal measures can be taken against the violator without warning. It looks like Border Control isn't willing to forgive us until they dismember the rest of the sinners. Armed security staff was surrounding us on all sides. You never cease to surprise me. You managed to wring out the last drop of expectation I had left for you. I'm keeping out. Pin the whole thing on her or take responsibility or whatever. Virgilius has given up. I thought you accompanied us to handle situations that our manager can't alone. I came with you to take care of inevitable problems, not have a pissing session in the wind. Oh, he's expecting someone that we can't handle to show up, looks like. Virgilius casually pushed his way through the line of armed guards and leaned against the wall. He then crossed his arms as if the further drive home that I'll remain a spectator. Yeah. Don't worry about the spoiler for Canto 5. I have not looked at it yet, so I will continue to not look at it. Let's see what these guys' deal is. So, they are Tremor 1 coin plus 8, Tremor 3 coin plus 2. So, minimum 5, maximum 13, minimum 3, maximum 9. 9? 9, yeah. Defense heals HP. That's a fat defense coin. 10 base, a plus 10 on a good coin. That's nice. And then neutralize target, Tremor and Tremor Burst. And then passives, heals HP and heals more HP. Sanity does overwhelmed panic type. Neat. Let's do this one. Can't let you through. Please, Freddy, let this be an enlightened duel. I want to go for these two so I can get that.
사냥 시작.
Yeah, this was a massive difficulty spike back in the day. Like how massive? Saber Ishmael is taking care of this. Lamb. Yeah, they are healing fast. You can probably just kill them all. So it's way nice greatsword, move to the target, flank thrust. He'll get the exact stagger threshold and kill him. Yeah, I have been keeping up with dailies, so I have been doing the grind. So I'm good. Okay, let's keep going. Third is some Flame Palm, Striker Stance. Your power scaling means nothing to me. Nothing to me. I am full of whimsy. Oh, level NID problem. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So, Rory went through, and he's dead. Nice job, Ishmael. Then Hong Lu can take care of the rest. And probably just need to take these ones out. Oh, also, there's no bodies. So we aren't killing them, we're just driving them off. Ishi can solo most of Canto 3. Should I try that? Should I try to solo Canto 3 with Zwei, Ishmael? Because I could try that. Really just gonna watch from there? You won't sway me with that look, manager. I'm nothing more than a guide that none pay heed to. It would be impermanent of me to brandish my weapon. Well, to meddle one final time, Paycorp's singularity takes the form of healing bullets that restore most wounds in the blink of an eye. I suppose it could be compared to that ability of yours. Hey, wait! Completely ignoring my feeble plea, not that they could hear it, Paycorp security guards closed in on us. Let's fight them again! Fighting them once didn't work out great. Do I have a... Did I get enough from doing that to finish leveling up Ishmael? Probably not, but I can hope. I'm not using the level boost ticket. I'm not using the level boost ticket. Don't use the level boost ticket. Let's go to 3-5 of Verpoten. Let's try this. I want to see if I can solo it with Zwei Ishmael.
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
Let's go for defensive skill. Oh no, let's defensive skill. Defense, because it's an unbreakable one. Tremor count up. Raid, raid, raid. Then takedown. Tremor count is going up still. I'm taking some damage, not much. Then I have this, so win rate. That's unopposed, that's dominating, so I'll do that. Offset dominating. Come on, your shield goes off. Your shield wins. Let's go for ward. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Tremor burst went off. Okay, let's see who's chosen. Envy Res. So I'll go for you. You. Go. Because I want to keep your shield up. Your shield is just very nice. Can't let you through. Go on. Because that's... I think that's my best. Oh, she just one-shots them with Can't Let Me Through. You weren't kidding. There we go. Oh, the shield's broken, though. Don't stagger. Don't stagger. I don't think you can stagger, actually. So then, win rate. So I will put it on you, so it goes off first. Actually, I'll put it on the unopposed. There we go. And then go.
위험인물 발견.
Sway Knight's Greatsword. 1, 2. Go off. Can't let you through. He's already dead. Okay, Ishmael can solo this. She has proven it. Your shield. You fool. You can't get through my shield. It's just fully impossible. Go. And then that one. Let's go. Ward. It just keeps going up. The number just keeps going up. Can't let you through. Let's transfer all my tremor to you. There we go. And or was it when it's way forward? Which one is the one that transfers the tremor? Because I know that's one of them. Yeah, Ishmael is Moby Dick. Dante is the Inferno. So Ishmael is Moby Dick. Saying is like a poet, I'm pretty certain. Gregor is Kafka's Metamorphosis. Sinclair is their Vogel. Let's see. Otis is the Odyssey. And Don Quixote. Yeah, she can solo it. Okay. 3-6 HP bullets. Fuck it. I'll just keep soloing it. Why not? If I lose a fight, I'll do something else. But I want to see how much I can... Yeah, Don Quixote from Don Quixote. Let's see. So... Your shield. There we go. It's a clashable skill, so that's why. Then, go. Grab it again. Your shield. Your shield wins yet again. Okay. Need to live, though. Don't you dare stagger me. Can't let you through. Transfer the tremor, please. Which one? I need to look up which skill transfers the tremor. Because that's one of them. I know one of them transfers the tremor. Gain defense level up for every tremor count on self. This is the one... No, it isn't. Is it this one? Oh, it's this one. Okay. You. And that. That. Actually, which... You are unopposed. This is unopposed. Then I want... Can't let you through again. There we go. Ishmael is very tough. Can't let you through. Can't let you through. Hey, Ishmael, doing work. One shot. Yeah. Y'all mentioned that Rupture apparently got like a really good buff from Mao Faust, was it? I'm not gaining health, sadly, but that happened. Oh wow, that's shite roll. Guard, because I don't want to get any guard. Don't want damage. Go. Can't let you through. Can't let you through. Can't let you through. Guard, your shield. There we go. Your shield. Your shield. Can't get through my shield. Can't get through it. Win rate. We need your shield to go off. So down, up, down, down. Oh wait, actually, I'll set on that so I can actually get the good ones. So your shield goes off. Rupture in general has been getting good IDs. It's the main status of the new season. Okay, that makes sense. I'm guessing each of the seasons has like a general status they focus on. Like there's probably a poise season and a speed one. Okay. Alright, another dead. Can't let you through. Go. Ishmael doing work. Oh, there's some more people. Victims. Take care of. Sun, sun, Mrs. Golden Sun, kill my enemies.
제압할게요. 대검
And
방어.
the council. There we go. Your shield keeps winning. But goodbye. I can't believe how well this is going. And it's so awesome because I actually get to see what's going on instead of like 6 sinners all moving at the same time.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Great sword, tremor, minus 45 energy. Goodbye. Win rate, no damage. Actually. Die. Just die. Ward, kill.
대검의 머리가
There we
쪼개지진
go.
않았을 텐데.
Sold it with Ishmael yet again. K-Corp Singularity, HP bullets. Any would-be fatal injuries we managed to inflict were healed away with a single shot. A single shot heals all wounds. Wow, the ones in our L-Corp facility were super downgraded then, because those things were terrible. In L-Corp, those things were so bad. They healed like 15 HP out of like possible 100. Those were so bad. Apparently these ones heal you to max. It was only a matter of time before the thread by which he Eclipse's patience was hung by snapped. Yup. I can't take it anymore. This has got to be the most pointless fight in the world. Can't you see?
말했잖아요.
I told you. Entering into conflict with the wing is an exercise in futility.
이렇게 실시간으로
Just didn't know the futility would hit us right away. The flesh regrows as soon as it's removed. Well, that is quick. So it's like it's basically just full regeneration, huh? It is difficult to continue on with combat. Ryoshu isn't having a fun time either. That's weird. Yeah, Ryoshu seems to enjoy combat most of the time. Really, art can be rubbish like this, huh? Ryoshu made the most pained expression I've ever seen from her, begrudgingly swinging her sheath around. Cuts and slashes will mend before they even drop a drop of blood we can spill from them. There couldn't be a worse battle for Ryoshu to fight. Isn't there anything we can do? Surrender. This is a wing. You aren't gonna win. HP, or heliopiosis, is a bioengineered technology that allows for the continuous repair of damaged or lost cells. One dose already lasts considerably long, so imagine what it means for those in the nest who receive constant supplies. Season 1 was Burn. Season 2 was AoE Nuke with Sun Shower. You've gone buffed from He to a Wa. 3 Bon Voyage. 3 was a Blonde Voyage, Blind's Obsession, a massive nuke with some sinking. 4, Clear All Cathy. 5, a Tremor Burst, so Tremor. 5 is Oblivion with a Bleed Nuke. Oh, you're named Merkala? I think I ran into Merkala in the Mirror Dungeon. It's the Rose, right? To put it simply, you can't reasonably defeat them in combat. Even Faust was shaking her head in despondency, but then... Mwahahaha! In the height of chaos, I've arrived at last! This dude sounds like, just in terms of voice, he reminds me of, like, not All Might, just like a really flamboyant person who's just like putting on a show. That voice sounds like someone putting on a show. A peal of overwhelmingly energetic laughter rang through the air. Let's see what it is. Tengen Uzu. I haven't actually watched Demon Slayer, so I'm not certain, but I'll take your word for it. 3-7. Siegfried? I'm sorry. We got the Volstun Saga? The Volstun Saga is in K-Corp? I guess they're Norse then. K-Corp is Norse. Oh, it's not even a battle. It's just a cutscene. A figure approached us with terrifying force, reminiscent of a frenzied beast. It's probably a fixer. If his name is Siegfried, it's probably like a grade 1? Grade 2 fixer? Definitely not color. We would have heard of him by now. Don Quixote would not have shut up about it. A figure approached with terrifying force, reminiscent of a frenzied beast. Hey, what the? What's that thing running at us?
앞으로 3초.
ETA is 3 seconds.
관리자님,
Manager, your judgment?
판단을.
I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. Virgilius was the only one who showed no surprise. To be more clear, he was more displeased than unsurprised at his apparent expected arrival. Ah, there you are. K-Corp's superstar. Ooh, K-Corp's superstar. A sponsored fixer, then? A jovial-looking man appeared amidst the chaos with an obnoxious laugh. Oh my god.
목격담은 얼마든지 올려도 되지만 사진 촬영부터는 K사의
what?
공식 허가가
I'm-
필요하네.
What? What? That. I did not expect that outfit. I just didn't expect it. Looked like the arms look wooden. And like this definitely feels like either a fixer, like high level, or someone important because he reminds me of them. Greetings one and all. You are free to share stories of the heroic feats you are to witness here, but photographs and more will require permission from K-Corp.
다만 30분
Alas,
후에는
I must attend the
잠시
magazine
인터뷰가
interview in
있어서
half an hour,
길게는
so I
시간을
cannot
내주지
overlinger.
못해.
I pray you to understand.
왜안 오나 했지.
I was wondering when you'd come. Virgilius knows him. I heard you became a wagey serving a ring, Siegfried. A fixer? Siegfried. Aha! Ahahaha! I see your tongue is as sharp as ever, dear fellow.
코드 퍼플이 발동해서
I rushed it
불이
here
나게
at once in
달려왔던
response to the code purple, and methinks their friends were the perpetrators.
친구 아니야.
Not exactly friends. I hope you understand that I have nothing to do with the commotion.
알아주면 좋겠군.
그럼
In that case,
그래.
yep, I'm counting on you to give them a spicy lesson.
부탁하지.
What are you two muttering about? Don't bode well.
동감.
Agreed. From under what stone did he come out? Ahahaha! Well, it appears that some of you come from faraway lands. Right then, I shall grant you all the privilege of photography for the special occasion.
특별히 사진 서비스도
Oh, yes.
제공해주겠어.
우리를 아주 길거리
He treats us like
추종자처럼
worshippers on
대하고
the streets. How dare you?
감히?
Oh my, okay, Don Quixote recognizes him. Don Quixote recognizes him. It's definitely a famous fixer. Don Quixote, what's wrong? That man! Him! The man himself!
우리가 좀 바빠서.
We're in a hurry, so get this done within 1 minute if possible. And keep that clockhead out of this.
빼고 부탁하지.
A prosthetic, is it? Right. Make it 50 seconds!
50초로 하지.
In both a skilled fighter and a talented performer, I could only watch in awe as he proved himself nothing short of a hero. He just went directly through Heathcliff's arm. Ishmael is back there, so is Gregor, and Ryoshi is not having a good time. Yeah, nothing short of a hero. Oh my god, he's a streamer. Is he a streamer? Because it feels like he's streaming this.
자,
Now, look here once more. I'm sure our fans will love it.
매우 좋아해줄 거야.
This blighter is too damn strong.
방금
What did you just do?
뭐라고
What did you do just now? Aha! Well, isn't that cute? Yeah. One after another, he made short work of the sinners. Virgilius watched the carnage with a pleased expression. About time they learned what happens if they kick up a ruckus in a nest, thinking they can get away with it. Dante, you may not remember it at the moment, but at one point you used to be something of a bigwig, so to speak. I was? I just couldn't picture it. Right now, I'm just a powerless leader who fumbles in any emergency, constantly being chewed up, spat out, and ignored in the trash by my sinners. Dante does not have a high opinion of himself. Wow. They've even started treating me as the team's field medic. To think that this miserable manager used to be the respected leader of many sometime in the past. I felt a genuine desire to ask Faust for another way to recover my memories. However, your memory loss does not wholly excuse all the faults in your performance as the manager. I'm certain you'll understand what I mean. I thought of the staff at the K-Corp checkpoint. They showed no pity for the family they were about to tear apart, treating it all as nothing more than part of the duel procedure. Although Don Quixote got us into trouble when she sprang forth to rectify injustice, I just know it would have haunted my sleep for days if we turned a blind eye. and seeing Heathcliff tighten the grip on his weapon to veins as he witnessed the disturbance. If not Don Quixote, I feel at least one of us would have had intervened. Oh, Heathcliff would have done it too. Truth be told, I didn't do everything in my power to keep Don Quixote down. Virgilius isn't necessarily wrong when he says the blame rests on me for causing this. Taking back my head might not be the best after all, Virgilius.
이거 참.
Ah dear, I've got to tell them to put a microphone next time.
마이크를 달아나달라고 해야겠군.
I'll take it that you've gotten my point.
알아들었다는 소리로 이해하겠습니다.
Hooray! 56.5 seconds. Another day, another heroic tale of justice written. Looks like the curtains have closed. Time to rewind, Dante. God, this screenshot is just so funny. Just like him streaming it as he beats their ass. See ya. Have a good day, Kazo. Oh, Effie and Salad are gonna show back up, seems. Let's see what they're up to. After 12 whirls of agony, the sinners were all back in one piece. The massacre must have been humbling, because it feels rather strange seeing them this quiet. How's life been, Red Gaze? We've rarely had a chance to meet in recent times. Haven't shown up to the League of Excellent Nest-Dwelling Fixers lately either. Were you unable to read the dozens of invitations I sent you?
주소 바꿨어.
Changed addresses, and I don't have time to lick top brass boots like you were doing.
고리 따위 흔들고 있을 여유도 없.
I don't know what happened between these two, but Virgilius is a bit hostile here, right? The difference in disposition between them is rather clear, isn't it, Dante? In what ways? Simply put, Mr. Siegfried can be described as a pro-wing fixer based on the views he's expressed. On the other hand, our guide Virgilius sought independence as a fixer. He believed that a fixer loses sight of their core principles the moment they become subordinate to an influential entity. Well, he's part of Limbus Company, so, yeah. So sorry. He is someone who is strict towards those with power, after all. While speaking with Faust, I saw Don Quixote quake and approach Siegfried with shaky hands. She must have been honored to see him, even after being mincemeat by his hands mere moments ago. Fan I am! I've collected figurines sculpted after you, though I've yet to get my hands on unlimited editions. I've set my heart on becoming a magnificent fixer such as you! Aha! An aspiring fixer! I have little time to spare, but more than enough for an autograph. Oh, Don Quixote is going to be so excited from that. Is that true? Then without sign an autograph. Here! She's so happy. Oh my god, she's panting. Slow breath, Don Quixote. Attention! Code Purple dismissed. Code Purple dismissed. All codes cleared. Huzzah! Got the job done well. Now then, until next we meet. Ha ha ha! Leaping away with tremendous force, Siegfried vanished into the air. Although there was a small delay, we did get the travel permit in the end. Virgilius returned to the bus in the meantime, or perhaps he only got off knowing we'd run into that Siegfried. He looked rather upset as he walked away, but no one else seemed to care that much. Don is making noises. Don noises. Clueless to the surrounding frigidness, Don Quixote was as happy as a clam, pressing the sheet of paper autographed by Siegfried. So one of the other sinners is going to destroy it to piss off Don Quixote. I must be caught in a dream! Manager Esquire, will you pinch my cheek just once? Just as I was about to give the blissful Don Quixote a word while we walked out of the border checkpoint, an armored vehicle stopped before us. A newfound foe? Bold of them to challenge us right in front of a nest checkpoint. Wow, they got that branding everywhere. K-Corp, K-Corp, K-Corp. It's everywhere, yeah. Oh my god, is McDonald's here too? This vehicle is from LCC, the clearance department. Following Faust's plain reply, the vehicle's doors opened. Ah, jeez, what took you so long? We had to cycle 3 laps waiting for it to be over. Oh my god, it is Effie and Soud. Welcome back, buds. I'm sorry for what we did in, what we did over in J-Corp, but it all turned out well. A pair of familiar faces appeared out of the car. Effie and Soud. Even though their outfits had changed, their faces were as greased with just as much confidence and poise. Oh, people from the before team, eh? Something about you looks different, I've gotta say. That was a disguise we had in order to infiltrate the casino. It was ultimately useless, though. Well, yeah, it is their nest. I get that. But still, advertising is everywhere, and it makes sense. Very corporate. Don Quixote is just like, still got that sharp tongue, too, huh? My chest ached a little at the thought of the harmonious cacophony that was our last operation. Sound. See that hand on the clock trembling? You'll make them cry. I was just being playful. While you had much room for improvement in regards to the skill, I've made up my mind to admit that the LCB department has its own character. In spite of the rough path we took, it sounds like we did leave a positive impression on the two. The before team was supposed to be on site at this hour, wasn't it? The others should be there already. We decided to wait for you because we had useful intel to share. Yeah, they got a full riot vest, radio, and it looks like she got a gun, he got a... Yeah. Okay, that is honestly fair. Since districts are like countries, isn't it more like seeing a nation's flag at their capital? Yeah, it makes more sense now that you say it like that. It does make more sense like that. In any case, you cared about us, right? Do we have a couple of new fans knee-deep in our charm? Road, you don't. You know, something like the sort of food that's cooked from ghastly ingredients, but the end result's a pleasant surprise. Yep, had a lot of that on the battlefield. Miserable to swallow, but somehow memorable. What kind of food have you two been eating? By the way, what's the intel you were going to share with us? It's about our target location. It seems another faction has occupied the place already. We're putting in more manpower than usual as a result. Huh. I bet there are yet another swarm of gadflies attracted by opportunity. As Otis pointed out, we weren't new to encounters against groups of foes drawn near the Golden Bows. For our first mission, straggling soldiers from G-Corp took shelter in that abandoned facility. And on our second, a variety of gangs inhabited the casino. Unfortunately, our opponent this time won't be some crummy no-names like before. We took a peek at the immigration inspection records and found out that N-Corp dispatched a legion of employees a few weeks ago. Same destination as ours. Oh, we're going up against some wing employees. It's going to be so much harder than last time, isn't it? From N-Corp? Though this wasn't an official disclosed activity, seeing that N-Corp has let them pass means they might have made a deal under the table. K-Corp has let them pass. Which, if it's true that N-Corp has sent staff in advance, then the journey won't be a smooth one. I see. I'm worried we might make enemies of several wings as we go on. In the long term, conflict with wings will be an unavoidable step in the process. Oh, this will happen again then, okay. Judging from the fact that N-Corp hasn't made this motion officially known, it could end as a simple conflict of interest. Furthermore, we can't discount the possibility that it's not the Golden Bow they're after. Doesn't change that we're convenient pawns for our higher-ups to throw around either way. Oh, right. I heard some morons caused the scene at the K-Corp checkpoint. Did you guys see who they were? Yeah, we're the morons. It's Don Quixote and Heathcliff again. Don Quixote's embarrassed. Rumor travels with such haste. 'Twas as though astride Racante. Don Quixote hung her head, possibly in embarrassment. Perhaps she's finally starting to learn that her reckless actions have repercussions. That, or I'm mistaken and she's glad that more people know of what she's done. Could be both. A shame I missed it. That's not the kind of spectacle you see every day. Really? Who in their right mind would mess with a wing at border checkpoint on it unless they had lives to spare? She realized. Yep. Please don't tell me. Come on, we don't have much time, so we should get going. Ah dear, Mr. Virgilius is nowhere to be seen again. Oh, him? He went back to the bus first. What a pity. I didn't want to miss my chance to say hello. We'll leave an impression on him next time, mark my words. I'm planning to ask him if we can join the team in your stead. What? That's the reason you wanted to meet him?
마냥 농담은
That wasn't
아니던데?
entirely a joke.
이따가
See you at the site
현장에서
then.
다시 봐요.
너희가 무사히
If you can get there in one
도착할 수
piece, anyway.
있다면 말이야.
Okay, let's figure out where we're going in K-Corp's nest. Rewards earned. That 3-9, the deal they struck. A pouty Karen and the cold stare of Virgilius awaited us on the bus. The air was heavy with a sense of oppression, leaving little room for lighthearted jokes.
늦었어.
You're late. Karen counted to 100 and you still didn't come.
너희 안
카론,
Caron. She seemed to have a few more words ready to be flung in that icy tone, but Virgilius put a hand on her shoulder and gave her a glance.
베르.
Berg,
카론은
Karen will
지금을
remember this.
기억할 것입니다.
미안해.
Sorry about that. I'll buy you something sweet later. Karen sat in the driver's seat without further complaint, and Virgilius slowly turned to us. If there was one thing the sinners and I were all good at, it'd be sensing imminent danger and making way. Dispersing from the group, we scuttled away in our seats, leaving only Don Quixote anxiously standing in the aisle of the bus.
변명을 듣겠다.
Let's hear your excuse, Don Quixote.
본인은
I could not turn a blind eye to the weak being persecuted.
아니,
No, wrong.
틀.
My vision couldn't follow what happened in that instant. I have nothing to blink, so it shouldn't have been possible for me to miss a moment, and yet... When I caught up with the situation, the first thing that came to my sight was Don Quixote brought to the ground, shoulder trampled under Virgilius' shoe.
나는 변명을
Oh, someone
하지.
likes this.
네
Someone likes
사상을
this very much.
변명하라고 하지 않았다.
I asked for an excuse, not a justification of your views.
처음이 아니지,
This isn't the
돈
first
키울
time
때.
either, Don Quixote.
벌써
You're
세
responsible for
번이나
3 separate
비슷한
incidents
일이
already.
있었다. 네 정신
That's
단지
3 separate
때문에
times you've jeopardized our work with your deranged behavior.
억울해질 뻔했다고. 어떻게
What do you think?
생각하지?
Speak. While my own actions did inconvenience my colleagues. Don Quixote's pained groan grew louder, but no one stepped in. Of course, she was being punished for her own actions. But no more than anything, it was evident that disrupting this wasn't gonna make the situation better.
생각을
I was asking for your thoughts. Why do you not understand this?
못하지?
I was speaking only to be interrupted.
너는 여기서
What you should have said to me at the get-go was an apology, Don Quixote. Anything you'd add should be an elaboration on how you plan to improve your conduct. What unjust? Ah! Thou art demanding a specific answer out of me! Don't you know? A company already has the correct answer for its employees. The questions are only asked to see if you can get it right. Oh, he is very angry. You're solely mistaken if you believe the company is sincerely curious about your input. Yeah, if the company insists so, then I'm sick of this. Virgilius kicked Don Quixote, tossing her to the floor. Then, gripping her by the collar, her fall by the collar. I'm sure you remember what went down when you joined. Oh, she's scared. I hope you haven't forgotten the deal we struck that day, Miss Don Quixote. Virgilius' eyes glistened with a much brighter hue of red than usual. Staring directly into them, Don Quixote soon gave back a nod without another word. That's all. Back to your seat. Watching someone who usually exuded such pride and confidence quickly shift to such a discouraged, crestfallen state didn't exactly make for a pleasant sight. Though, a deal that got Don Quixote to go silent simply by bringing it up? It makes me wonder what it was about. The same goes for the rest of you. A company isn't a platform for fulfilling egocentric dreams or preaching big ideas. If you would still go against the terms of your employment contract to act unprompted, consider the consequences before you do so. You'll spend a grueling period of being unable to escape, not through death, not through struggles at severance. I guess getting help from that guy, who was again Mr. Zach Fritcher or whatever, must have ruffled his feathers. Zach Fritcher. His name is Siegfried. It's Lord Siegfried.
본격적으로 작전
Sheesh, the
시작도
mission
안
hasn't
했는데
even
잔소리가
started and we're
들었잖아.
already got a scolding.
그러니까 눈치
Have some
좀
tact
보면서
before you act,
행동해야지.
okay?
에휴,
Phew, I knew this day would come, sooner or later. We should all be careful
앞으로는
from
다들
now on.
주의하죠.
둘 다 왜 나를 야리냐?
Why are you two birds gawking at me? Looking to get stoned? Well, that's actually a pretty good pun. Good job, Elizabeth. Fine, I got it.
알았어.
Yeah, so it looks like a deal was struck for each of the sinners. Inquisitors. Oh, actually, it's the first rewards earned. And let's make sure. Did I grab all the outcasts? I did grab all the outcasts. I have enough for another roll. Neat. Let's see what I get. Ashopak, Malbranch, Faust. Exchange 10. Let's go. For the Emperor! Let's see who shows up. 2 non-basic identities. What are they?
파우스트예요.
Oh!
잘 부탁드려요.
Lobotomy Corp Remnant Faust. Neat. And
정의가 찾아왔어.
is this She Association? Yeah, Sea Association South Section 5 Director Don Quixote. Hurrah! Justice hath arrived. I shall drive all villains into equal demise. Don and Faust. Yuri Faust and Sad Quixote. Let's see what their gimmicks is. So, Faust is a Rupture, Poise, and Rupture. Rupture, Poise. What's your passive? Gain Poise, Backing, Defense Skill, Final Power. Okay, so you'll go in the Rupture team. El Corp Remnant Faust. And then Don Quixote is South Section 5 Director. Poise, Poise, and Skill Power +3. So you'll go on the Poise team. Actually, no, I have Sync Association East Section 3 there. You will not take that one's place, because that is already level 40 in a 000 identity. Like, how much Poise do you actually have? 1, 2, you have Poise on all of them, so you're staying in that team. Okay, let's go back to Canto 3. The Unconfronting. Yeah. 3-10, Inquisitors. No one expects the French Inquisition. Eruption. I want to go back to Team 1. Let's see if Zwei Ishmael can keep soloing it. Just keep grabbing that. I want to solo this
목표
again.
위치로 돌격 중.
With the conflict sorted out, the bus... Actually, wait. No. Wait. How do I go back? Is there a way to go back? Yes, I still have that. I haven't used it. How do I leave? I want to leave. How do I exit? Is there a way to exit this? I wanted to arrange so I got all the support IDs. Support passives. Damn it. Looking out the window, a strange feeling in the passengers. Oh, just skip it? Okay. Skip. And then once I get to the... Oh, no. Fight. Nope. Fight. Give up. Go back. Go back. Go back. Because I want to arrange to get all the passives I possibly can.
지역 보호 실패.
Okay, got the return. Inquisitors, enter. So, let's go to just, like, team this one. No, this one. Okay, so then... The one who shall grip Sinclair. Okay.
지정 보호 구역에
I'll do
소요
that,
사건
but first, I know all of these can give passives. So, let's go with this
목표
one.
위치로 돌격 중.
Because that will be 11 passives that I can possibly use. With the conflict sorted out, the bus finally departed. Looking out the windows evoked a strange feeling in the passengers.
저 인간들은 얼굴에
Check out those
근심은
people.
없어
They look like they
보이네.
have enough care in the world. This is way different from the roads we've been through.
아하.
Highly recommend getting the one who shall grip Sinclair.
한복판을 지나오는 건 처음이겠어.
Okay. When I finish this one, I'll pull up and see what he's like. I guess it's our manager bud's first time traveling in the middle of a nest.
둥지랑 뒷골목은
There's a
수준
world of
차이가
difference
심하죠.
between the nests and the
또
back streets.
둥지마다
Besides, each nest
저마다의
has its
고유
own
문화와
cultural
역사가
heritage.
다르고요.
전원
Attention
집중.
all.
이번에 갈
Our destination is the town of Call,
K
situated in Nest K.
마을이다.
Investigation
그곳
revealed that a
어딘가에
passage connected to an
로보토미 집으로
Lobotomy Corp
연결되어
branch
있는
exists somewhere in that
통로에
village.
대한 정보다.
That is the seasonal highlight ID for this Canto. That's the one who shall grip. Neat. Okay, I'll grab it then. Sinclair? Is that his hometown? Because that would make sense. But like, why is he scared of going back? Because all the Cantos have been like something related to their sinner's past. So maybe it's his hometown? As soon as the name Kao was mentioned, Sinclair lapsed into fear once again, and started trembling. It's definitely somewhere he knows. As if something were coming after him.
하지만
But
너희들이
as you have
전해준
told me, a
정보대로
third party has occupied the
제3의
area
세력들이
surrounding that
이미
branch
그
facility.
지구를
That's why I
점령 중인
requested an
상황이다.
additional recon operation
그래서 클리어
clearance.
부서에 추가적인 정찰을 요청했지.
비포팀의 사정관측 3과가 투입되었죠.
Preliminary Observation
AP와
Unit 3
소디시도
from Group 14 has
함께
been
하셨을 겁니다.
dispatched. Mr. Effie and Miss Out should be with them by now.
상황이 어떤지
We'll receive a
파악이
report
되면
from them once they get a
그쪽에서
good grasp
먼저
of the situation.
보고를 줄 거다.
Shortly afterward, the bus entered a quiet woodland path leading to the village. Lush green trees rarely found in the back streets began to decorate the scene, providing a comforting sight, but that was soon disturbed by something odd. I could see an ominous billow of smoke rise in the distance. Oh, did they set the village on fire? Why is smoke coming from
싱클레어?
Sinclair?
카론,
Charon, turn,
회피기동.
evasive maneuver, rumble tumble. Effie and Saud's names said together are a fast or a pun for episode. Effie Saud. Yeah, I see it. Effie Saud. Just change one syllable in this episode. Evasive maneuver, rumble tumble. The bus made a sharp turn to the left shortly before a giant nail flew in and noisily embedded itself in the back window. Oh, what the heck? What? Who was that? I almost kicked it. Though I hadn't run a test with a projectile at such velocity, this does suggest that the windows need to be reinforced with
조금
a
더
little.
튼튼히 덧댈 필요가 있겠군요.
That was aimed directly at us. They must be the faction the before team warned us about. The employees of N-Corp.
페르.
Berg, Mephi got hurt. Charon's sad.
멈추지 않으면
Doesn't look like they'll stop anytime soon.
전원 한차.
Off the bus hall. Okay, it is definitely on fire. That's like a medieval type village. That's definitely on fire. As we got off the bus, a group stood in the way, clad from head to tail in rusted armor with faded coats of white. These look like knights. Are they like Crusader knights? Wait, a nail. Are they? Okay, if they're wielding hammers, we'll know where Silent Girl got her inspiration from.
정차.
Halt. You may not
이 길로는
use this
지나가지
road.
못한다.
You should have said so in the first place, because what about our windshield? Bugger. You're rather rude for someone who attacked without warning. Isn't that at least common courtesy to state your affiliations?
우리는 이단 신문.
We are Inquisitors.
불경한
Nagel
일을
und Hammer.
죄악을
We are the
두드려
nail that
다스리는
faces the
망치.
blasphemous and the hammer that strikes down the sinful. Okay, so these guys were probably the cultural inspiration for the abnormality Silent Girl, because she's all about hammer and nails, and that hammers in the guilt of the heart.
인사.
So N-Corp, that's one convoluted way to tell someone that you're an employee of a Nagel and Hammer,
못과 망치라.
also known as Nail and Hammer.
지금은 이단 신봉.
You shall not proceed, as we are in the midst of cleansing heretical dissonance. Heretics? Hey, no, we just want to pass through, not looking for any trouble. We're on the, a tour, that's right, and this is a tour bus. Dante is just like, I cannot believe you actually said that. Labeled as tourists all of a sudden, the sinners exchanged looks in silence. Preventing the disastrous first impression, Gregor was doing what he could do, even though his efforts fell flat for the most part, to gently appease the armored crowd. Accompanied by an attempt at the kind harmless smile a tourist would wear.
그래.
Greg,
저번
I've been
광산
thinking
때부터
this since the
느꼈던
job at the
건데,
mine, but are you
사실
that into these
이런
kind
쪽
of bits?
개그에 욕심 있는 거 아니야?
그런 거
That's not exactly it. The quivering corners of his mouth roused pity in my heart.
그렇다면
In that case, you shall prove yourself to be untainted. Fine, tell us how we can get on with it.
방법을 알려주면 못할 것도 없지.
The Inquisitor suddenly pointed in my direction.
저 불경한
Behead that
여행자의
blasphemous
머리를
traveler.
베어내라.
But me?
그리고
And kneel
우리
before our
망치의
hammer as you
앞에
consecrate their head to
무릎
us.
꿇고 그렇다면 그대들은
Such will prove that you are
애무지 않는
untainted ones, and your journey
여전히
may
불이
continue
또한
without hindrance.
없을지니 물론
You will, of course, have to part with the defiled vehicle
두고
as
가야
well.
할 것이다.
Okay, it ain't happening. We're killing you.
보자 보자니까.
Love to
무슨
spew on,
헛소리야.
don't you, Blunks? Oh, I don't
야,
know who you think we
아무리
are,
우리가
but do we look
핫바지처럼
daft enough to
보인다고
do
해도
as you
그런 걸
say?
들어줄 것 같냐?
Furious, Heathcliff was the first to quit playing as a harmless tourist. Heathcliff, you didn't have to.
가짠치도 않은
Proper
것들.
trifling twits. You're telling me to
어디서
kneel.
나보고 무릎을 꿇으란 거야?
The Inquisitor, as declared to us, nodded in response.
알겠다. 그렇다면
Understood. Then I
그대들은
declare all of you to be
이단다.
heretics. With that, the group of Inquisitors moved into position at once, ready to attack. Ishmael, time to kill them all. Let's see, did it work? Do I have all of the... Yes, I do. All the passives. Okay. Let's see. Gain defensive level for every tremor on self. Let's see what you guys are. Servile, N-Corp Inquisitor, N-Corp Fanatic. You are Bleed. N-Corp's Nails. Start of the turn, gain 1 bleed, increase the bleed count by this effect's count. End of the turn, reduce the count by 1. And so you are Lust Pride. Seems like N-Corp Nails, it's like bleed. When allies defeated, gain attack power up. So let's start with a Power Guard.
위험인물 발견.
Your shield.
제압할게요.
There we go.
대검 방어.
There we go. We got the tremor. So plunge in, plunge in, plunge in. And nail pin. We'll get the N-Corp nails. Now that we have one of them going, go for that. Then there. One. This is... Which one is this called? You are... Ward. Yeah. Ward, Power Guard.
위험인물
Let's go.
발견.
Your shield. So plunge in.
대검
Nope,
방어.
not allowed. Goodbye. Nail pin went through. Taking damage. Plunge in, plunge in, plunge in. Then ward is going through. Go. 27. 1, 2.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지지
job.
않았을 텐데.
Then we'll go on that one. 1, 2, 3. So
위험인물
again,
발견.
your shield. Nail
대검
pin.
방어.
Okay. Tremor burst. Nail pin. Oh, we're fatal against Pierce, it looks like. And they are all Pierce. That's not great. Okay, one down. Can't let you through. Can't let you through. 1, 2, 3. You're also dead.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Oh, some new guys showed up. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Dominating. Oh, wait, actually. One defense level for tremor count on self.
위험인물 발견.
Your shield.
제압할게요. 대검 방어.
Okay. Counter complete. Please don't die. Please heal. Don't die, please. Can't let you through. Can't let you through. 1, 2, 3.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지지
Then
않았을
ward. 1, 2,
대검의 머리가
1,
쪼개지지
2, 3. That's a full tremor. That's a full stagger. And we're done. We are done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
위험인물 발견.
Goodbye.
대검의 머리가
N-Corp has been
쪼개지지
taken
않았을
care of. Good job, Ishmael.
텐데. 인명 피해 없음.
There we
기물
go.
피해 경험.
Inquisitors 2,
완벽한데요?
3-11.
소문이 퍼지면
Yeah, the power of later season IDs.
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
I could probably do this with Don Quixote, but she's not as defensively focused. Getting back on the bus, Virgilius greets us by casually lifting a hand.
이번엔 상대하기
Weren't they a little
좀
trickier to
까다롭지는
deal with
않아.
than your usual foes?
누누이 말하는 거지만
Saying we could be done with him a lot
당신이
faster if
도와주면
you lent a
훨씬
hand.
빠르게 끝낼 수 있어.
Virgilius ain't gonna do that, he's just a guide.
나도 너는
And as I always
말하는
answer,
거지만
there won't be any point to this
내가
if I help
도와주는
you.
건 아무 의미가 없어.
Yep. Oh, actually, yeah, fair. Let me
우리더러
skip
이단
this and go back.
신봉자라고 했어.
Yeah, completely fair. Just a sec. I entirely forgot. Nope, I don't care about you now going Hammer. Give up. Let's go to my ticket and see what that Sinclair identity gives.
지옥 보호
Yep,
실패.
go window.
오늘따라 별이
Let's go. It is which one? This one, nominable season 1 identity ticket. Which one is it? Nominal season 1 battle pin past ego ticket. So which one is it? This one? I think it's this one. Nominal season 1 identity. Okay, and then there are 000 identities. Is it this one? Because you said it's Sinclair, right? Do I have the right one selected? Yes. Okay. Let's click it. Sinclair's the one who shall grip identity. Let's grab it.
전부
Everything. I'll burn it all. Oh, he's crying. Oh, a mark appeared on his forehead. What the hell is that? Okay, and that's Faust in the background. Everything. I'll burn it all in my whole disgusting life, too. Okay, and I'll use this one, too. Fuck it. Which ego should I grab here? That's Apple, I think. I don't know you. Oh my god. The pink shoes. Oh, that looks cool. And Sinclair is Doomsday. Which one should I grab? Oh, I can actually click on them. I didn't expect that. Fluid Sac, Lagerdomain, or Ebony Stem. This is Ebony Stem. Ebony Queen's Apple, Ebony Stem. This gives Rupture, Bleed, and Gluttony Fragility. And the other one is Fluid Sac. It's Fluid Sac Faust. This one, right? Heal 15 SP for allies and heal all allies for... That's really good. This the one? Right? It's... Oh, you can thread spun them. Yeah, this is really good. I'll grab this one. Yeah, Fluid Sac Faust. Let's grab that. Faust's Fluid Sac Ego.
이 전투는
This
승리할
battle
거예요.
will conclude with victory. Fluid Sac. Oh, this is Headless Ichthys. I ran into you in the, whatchamacallit, Mirror Dungeon. Okay, there we go. I used both of those tickets. And now let's check out what their deal is. So, let's first see Sinclair's. The one who shall grip is a burn identity. Oh, Tails. He wants Tails. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's a burn identity, so we'll put you on this team. The one who shall grip. And then Faust's ego is Fluid Sac, so it goes there. Let's go... Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Enclair is just a nuke. Okay. Let's see what new things I got. Blank should be okay with shirt. Yes, this is blank on a phone. I guess this mistake will pass Blanket's honor. And I got Purification Workshop and Sway. Now, let's drive to Canto 3, the Unconfronting. 3-11, Inquisitors 2. And I want to do this one, Team 3. Zwei Association West, Ishmael. Let's see how far I can solo.
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
Yeah, I'll get some level up mats. And I'll level them up. Getting back on the bus, Virgilius greets us all by casually lifting a hand.
이번엔 상대하기
Weren't they a
조금
little trickier to
까다롭지는
deal with
않아.
than your usual foes?
누누이 말하는
Let's go to where I was before. Oh, there we go. Those people, they label us as heretics. Just what is their judgment based on? I think they were targeting me.
못과 망치.
Nago Untamer,
경험이야말로
the wing that values
가장
experience
중요한
above all
가치를
else.
말하는 날개.
Mersalt muttered vaguely. Experience? Humans are made to have experiences and actions appropriate for their worth. That is what they say of it.
그것들 우리에게
They told us to offer up the severed head of our manager.
그렇다는 건
That means they're back. They didn't forget. They're back. They didn't forget. Going back to that too. Sinclair was almost having a fit at this point. Roja looked at him with pitying eyes, but there was little she could do about it. Verg, the sound box is being noisy. Looks like the advanced team has words for us. Effie. Okay, look at her static. This is Effie. Soud is... Oh, something happened to Soud?
아, 이리 줘.
Give me that.
Effie.
Effie, this is the bus. How are things over there? You shall bear here your every sin and be purified. Okay, that ain't Effie.
Effie?
Effie?
방금
Was that Effie's voice? Or something else?
아니 그보다
No, actually, was that even a human voice at all? Sinclair's whistles.
싱클레어.
Sinclair, what are you
무슨
talking
소리를
about?
하는 거야?
You heard the whistles! Right at the end, faintly. Was there now? Yeah, I heard that. It's her! That wretch is here! After all this time, to destroy the rest of our town! Calm down, Sinclair. What do you mean by whistles, and who is this wretched woman? She's waiting for me. That was a message calling for me. Resentful tears were streaming from Sinclair's face as he rambled.
잠깐만요.
Hang on, there are people like the ones we met on the road up ahead. There are more Inquisitors. We should go back. What? Can't we just head back? I don't want to go. Let's just turn around. Please, just hit the steering wheel and go.
꼬맹이.
Kiddo, what's
대체 왜
wrong?
그러는 거야?
What are you so worried
앞에
you'll
뭐가
walk into?
있는데?
We shouldn't go. We'll all die. We need to go back. Emil Sinclair, don't be absurd. Did Otis just hit him? Otis was calmly flicking her wrist.
잠깐 기절할
I delivered a
정도로
light blow to the
복부에
stomach
충격을
to knock him
가했을
out
뿐이다.
unconscious for a short while. Nothing more. We're in agreement for once, it seems. I was this close to stepping in.
겁쟁이들은 전쟁
I don't need cowards on my battlefield. Can't I throw him out of the
이대로
bus?
버스밖에 버리고 가면 안 되는 건가?
That might be a bit too far.
관리자님께서
If you say
그렇게
so, manager.
말씀하신다면.
Otis looked down at Sinclair with a displeased face. Even though he was the timid sort, he's never opposed something so strongly until now. This unprecedented behavior of his bothered me. But I couldn't bring myself to ask him why, as he didn't seem to be in any state to tell me. Soon enough, Sinclair came back to his senses. He stared out the window with vacant eyes. The others are all out fighting.
죄송,
I'm sorry. I'll go join them.
짐덩이가
I can't keep dragging others down.
될 순 없으니까.
Okay, let's see if Ishmael can solo it yet again. And let's see what kind of things I get. End of the turn. I can't get those. Can't get those. Lust. Get more damage. Lowest max HP. Deals and takes. That's not great. Highest max HP. Can't grab that. 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 I can only get one that's bad for me. Great. Actually, wait, no, I can get Pride. Highest max HP inflicts defense level down, as well as least SP gains attack power up. Not great. Whatever. Let's grab a single shield.
위험인물 발견.
Need a power guard in this.
제압할게요. 대검
Your
방어.
shield. Tremor burst. And plunge in. There we go. Then throw again.
위험인물 발견.
Your
제압할게요.
shield. Your shield.
대검
Your
방어.
shield. Not happening, bud. Nail pin. 10 damage per. Plunge in. Plunge in. Plunge in. Can't let you through, bud. Goodbye.
제가 이에 의뢰했다면
You said.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Okay. There's no replacement this time.
위험인물
We finally
발견.
learned. Ward. Let's take him out. There we go. One down. Now let's take out the other fool. Inquisition. Can't let you through, bud.
제가 이에 의뢰했다면
There we go. Inflict tremor
대검의
count.
머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
There we go. Next wave. go.
위험인물
Okay.
발견.
Your shield. Your shield. 20 in first. Plunge. 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 Knock, knock. 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 Can't let you through, bud. Actually, I think I've been an idiot about keeping up the shield. I think I only need to do it once every other turn. I don't need to do it every other turn. I don't need to do it every turn. So I don't think there's any consequence letting it go down. Then ward. Goodbye. Full dead.
머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
There's only one left. Go with
위험인물 발견.
Dayrez, Zway Knight's Greatsword. Goodbye, bud. Dagger complete. Tremors inflicted. Zway Knight's Greatsword. There we go.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진
That's all them
않았을
dead. Inquisitors have been taken out. There we go.
인명 피해
Thank
없음.
you,
기물 피해
Ishmael.
경험.
Inquisitors 3.
완벽한데요?
I don't have enough Uncle
소문이
Fallen.
퍼지면 당분간 귀하신 분들의
How long would it
영지보
take?
의뢰가 끊이질 않겠어요.
157. Is it? Should I use lunacy or boxes? Or should I do either of them? Actually, in the meantime, I'll just use my. I'll use my. The one who shall grip. I'll use my level boost ticket. Oh, all the unused XP will be lost. That's not great. Should I use it anyway, just to level them up quicker? Will be unlocked upon clearing Canto 6. That will be level 50. Yeah, boxes if I okay. I'm not using the monthly subscription, so I guess boxes. Oh, Enclair is still a metal unit? Okay, it's worth it then. I'll do it. Fuck it. Level boost ticket. There we go. I don't have enough to up-tie you yet. But you are a Tails focused. You want Tails, so... what's your skill 3? Fanatic is gained from the passives, right? Skill, passives. You can turn some of Sinclair Sarge into thread. Okay. That is...
오늘따라
Actually, no, it's in here. Up-tie, grab thread. Shard thread exchange. It is... you. So I have 11, so I need 9. 20. There we go. Dinners. One who shall grip. Up-tie, up-tie. I don't have anywhere near enough for this, sadly. So I can't actually afford it. Yeah, I can't afford it, though. I don't have enough shards for it. I am very new in this. Take some for Don. Don Quixote. Still don't have enough. Yeah, I do not have many things. Screw it. I'll just keep going for now. Inquisitors 3. I have enough now. So, Team 3. Ishmael. Let's see if you can keep doing it.
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
Oh, there's just more Inquisitors.
위험인물
There we go. Let's just grab the shield.
제압할게요.
Guard. Okay, we are fine. Guard this turn. Fight the next. Guard this next turn. Take shards from units. That is Envy. Do I have Pride? Yes. Envy, lowest HP deals blood damage. Do I have any other Envy? I don't have any other Envy. I have Pride though, so we'll do Pride.
위험인물 발견.
I want the Prides to unlock. Wide res. Come on, go. Ishmael, please. I know you're the slowest possible. How did you teleport there? When at greatsword, Tremor goes through. When at greatsword, Tremor goes through. Then shield again. Stagger, go. Your shield.
제압할게요.
Guard break. Casual W Corp copyright.
추가에 의뢰했다면
W Corp copyright. Huh.
대검의 머리가
Which one is
쪼개지지
W
않았을
Corp again? I forgot. Oh wait, actually. No, I'll sit on you. W Corp is the warp trains, yeah.
위험인물 발견.
There we go.
제압할게요.
Oh wait, I didn't need shield this turn. Damn it. Whatever. Inquisition. Nail pin. There we go. Way Knight's Greatsword. Take it out. 1, 2.
추가에
Stagger.
의뢰했다면
Yeah, warp trains.
대검의
The warp
머리가
trains
쪼개지지
are
않았을
still so terrifying. I still remember Love Town. Love Town was absolutely terrifying. Just run into the first time blind.
위험인물 발견.
Hey, res. Can't let you through, bud. There we go.
추가에 의뢰했다면
Yeah, we don't talk about Love Town for a good reason. That thing was terrifying. Yep, way
추가에
nice.
의뢰했다면
Fatal. Take care of the plungin. Ishmael is up and running. She has 22 defense up. Ward, good job. There's some more buds, but I can take care of this. Who is unopposed? Unopposed is at the end. So, you guys. Dow, 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 dow. Start.
위험인물 발견.
Way Knight's Greatsword. Yeah, trains are just honestly always bad in Project Move.
대검의 머리가
I
쪼개지지
played
않았을
L-Corp. I remember Express Train to Hell. The name fits that thing.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Oh, Limbus takes the crown for how fucked up you can go? Oh,
인명 피해 없음.
it's gonna get worse then. Neat. Silent Nights. I do not have enough, so looks like we'll be using a box.
귀하신 분들의 영지 보호 의뢰가 끊이질 않겠어요.
Enter. Ishmael, solo it yet again. Welcome, Potato! We are doing Canto 3, and I am trying to solo it Zwei Ishmael, because I noticed she's very good, and I want to see if it works. Yeah, they are burning this town to the ground. Yeah, Zwei Ishi is very good. The smoke that was faintly visible through the bus windows covered the entire town. Ugh, what a mess this is, huh?
정말. 그런데
By the way, don't you hear a familiar song from somewhere?
익숙한 노랫소리가 들리는 것 같지 않아요?
아,
Oh yeah, I know this one. Used to hear this tune an awful lot in snowy days.
많이 오던 날만 되면
전쟁 때 병사를
They played it a
싸게
bunch
올린다고
during
이럴
wartime to
때마다
raise our spirits. Did the
진짜
exact
힘이
opposite for me. The song evoked various memories in the group. For me, I'm not sure. It's definitely familiar, but it doesn't bring up any clear images in my head. However, I could still feel a faint splash of feeling from deep in my heart. Maybe I knew this song before I lost my memory. This mist of emotion roused inside me, though. It doesn't feel precious or warm. An ache. An inexplicable sting is what I felt.
맞아요.
Right. That day.
그날도 이렇게 눈이 쌓여
It was snowy like this, and that song was playing. What the hell? The trees before us were decorated in grim ornaments, like blood. Oh, those are prosthetics, aren't they? Like prosthetics hanging in the trees. K-Corp, Ishii, or Molar. Molar office? Oh, there's Molar office identities? Oh my god, that'll be funny. Olga was great. All sorts of eternal organs and mechanical parts were hung from the branches as if someone put people's innards on full display. Blick, Isn't this going too far?
클래식.
A classic, but more
아니,
kitschy than anything.
키치하군.
No artistry.
근방에 생존자.
There are no survivors nearby. Then everything finally fell into place. It's just like
마이크 테스트, 마이크 테스트.
it's in English? Aha, mic test, mic test. Is this the oh, Sinclair looks so fucking out of his mind. Oh god. He is going to that's probably the her that was mentioned earlier. A piercing sound caused the group to cover their ears. Enjoying your knoll, everyone? The night isn't really silent, but it sure is holy. Oh, was it playing Silent Night? Isn't Christmas still a fair ways off?
네.
You're right.
한참이죠.
It's not anytime soon. My name is Cromer. I'm a humanitarian who loves purity, and the one who grips the hammer. I don't know how you managed to get here, but you're trespassing on private property. As you can see, this hollowed ground is undergoing our nailing judgment. I hope you like the decorations I set up. Oh, she's a liked character, isn't she? And by liked, I mean Zombie Mommy, I'm guessing. Well, let's just say you got lost. Turn back down and a fine will be all you have to pay. I'm feeling generous. Today is nativity as well. Oh, before that, is Guido there? Guido?
이곳에 있나니?
Here I stand. Good. Just in case, do you see any heretics over there? The massive man named Guido, who responded to her, turns to us. He intently stares into each of us until his eyes fall upon me. He gazed at me for a very long time. Although he was wearing a mask, those eyes of his, they froze us completely still, as if his glare nailed us to the ground. I see an impure one and their followers, and with them, the child you spoke of. Haha, really? My Sinclair is back! Oh, is she a yandere? Yandere for Sinclair? In the I will actually kill him category? Come see me, Sinclair. I'll be waiting at the familiar spot. Oh, she isn't? Okay. It's just a really toxic friendship then? Never mind, not a toxic friendship. Sinclair doesn't like her at all. Yeah, Sinclair is just grinding her name. I can hear Sinclair grinding and clashing his teeth. He made a dreadful noise. I couldn't be sure if it was from hatred or fear. Take out the rest, Guido. Or should I myself? I wouldn't mind. I urge you to focus on hammering the impure, O one who grips. Good job. Good. Let's keep up the purification. Now then, everyone, Merry Christmas! A number of Inquisitors gathered around Guido. He stands firm behind them. He's not making any movement, but his presence alone is threatening enough. An intense aura of hostility was radiating straight from him. Let's see if Faust can solo this. Okay, he's not here yet. So I need to your shield it this turn. There we go, Tremor Burst. Defensive power down. Well, I'm gonna get a lot of defensive power ups. Nailed in. Now. Down. Fight. Position. Plunge in. 1, 2, 3. Position. Position. There we go. Sway Knight's Greatsword. 17. 1, 2. Oh, it didn't stagger. Damn it. Ward. They'll probably stagger. 1. Staggered. Oh, dead, actually. Now, shield. Oh, wait. All of them are going, so I'll shield them this. Dominating. There we go. Ah, a Book of Grudges, a classic from Dwarven literature. Dead. Then your shield.
대검 방어.
Neither. I've never had either. I've never had tea and never had coffee.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았어.
Wait, she staggered. Damn it. I think we just lost. Yep, we just lost. Okay. Okay, I guess the solo run ends here. Plunge in. Yep, dead. Okay.
빨리 지원 요청을.
Defeat. That's the first time I've actually seen that screen. That wasn't from a forfeit. Now let's go back to my actual team and beat their ass. Silent Knight. Go to Team 1. Blade Lineage Saotsu. Sway Association. Sync Association.
의뢰로군.
Then Fanghunt Office Fixer. And I usually ran I didn't usually run I usually ran L Corp Ego Lobotomy Ego Red Sheet, but screw it, I'll do One Who Shall Grip. Let's beat their
목표
ass.
위치로 돌격 중.
Now skip. I just did that. One Who Shall Grip Sinclair. Let's beat their ass in. Let's beat them up. Prithee, let's be an engaging duel. Let's kill them all. Let's go. Come on. Good job, Don Quixote. You almost won. Oh, you did one-shot it. Good job. Sinclair is a One Who Shall Grip Sinclair is a tailed identity, so I probably want to use his ego as much as possible to get it down there. I've been used to like not really using ego that much because it's not important and it takes away SP, but I don't have enough for it yet. Sad. Memorial attachment. Can't let it do that. Drop nailing. Position. Fall in and can't let it through.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진
In
않았어.
position. I took damage for the first time. Good job. Good job, bud. It won't happen again. Goodbye. Oh, Guido. And some regular people. Who are you? Joyous N-Corp Inquisitors. Inflict bind and attack power down. On defensive use, gain protection. Unite. Clash Wind heals SP. That's awesome, pretty good. And Ponder's Inquisition inflicts N-Corp nails. 10 attack power down and paralyzed. Oh, that's good. And then Guido. Spike Drive inflicts N-Corp's nails and a 3 coin. Drive does Lead and Fragile. Stalwart Faith gains protection. Hammer's Heed Me applies Fanatic to all allies. Ooh, that's... And heals SP. Your Cleanse of Sin... Oh, that's... You are cleansed of sin seems bad. Win rate. Goodbye. They didn't even last 1 round. Those N-Corp, those good, strong N-Corp Inquisitors didn't even last 1 round. There we go. There we go. One Who Shall Grip Sinclair. And Ishmael is taking all the hits yet again. Spike Drive. Those are pretty... The nails actually have like a tilt to them. Like, that's... I mean, it makes sense. Let's beat them up. And then kill Guido again. I can use Sinclair's ego. Fuck it.
위험인물
Yeah,
발견.
let's just use it because it doesn't matter if I use it. Because we want minus SP. Yeah, you are cleansed of sin. Can't let you through, bud. Can't let you through. Dagger. Join a great sword. Thrust. And I think you're about to die. Yep, heal turn. Goodbye. Oh, you escaped. Okay. You killed everyone else, though. Victory! Let's keep moving. That was a tough opponent. We should probably move before they come back to their senses.
우선 도망치죠.
I think I looked at it, but it looks strong. Like I think that was a 30 base power. What a shameful thing to say. A soldier does not retreat before the enemy when victory is in sight.
지금 군인 정신이
Can't you save the
중요할
military
때예요.
drill for a better time? Ishmael's right. That's not someone we can beat easily. We will fall back. 30 base power with 3 coins. Jeez, that's strong, yeah. Otis reluctantly backed down. Sinclair, do you know what that Cromer meant by that familiar spot? That's, well... Sinclair shook. He was seemingly overwhelmed with dread. But I could also see a teeth-grinding anger in him that surpassed his fear. Looking at him, a thought blossomed in my mind. You need to talk, Sinclair. Tell us what you know, and you'll prevent half the deaths we might suffer.
작전의 성공률도
It'll also raise the likelihood of our
효과적인
success.
정보를
I'm looking
기대하지.
forward to hearing something useful. I hope I'm doing the right thing as the manager. Sinclair shook his head upon hearing my words, breathed in, and finally opened his mouth after some struggle.
우리 집이요.
My house. That's where Cromer must be.
너 그
So you know that bird?
자식이랑 아는 사이.
Bollocks, my head is still pounding thanks to her shrill laugh.
머리가 다치.
학교에서 만났어요.
I met her at school.
저런.
Oh,
혹시 친구였어?
a friend at school. Oh boy, she's a friend of yours. Whatever's going on, sure hope you can talk it out.
친구 아니에요.
She's not my friend. Cromer killed my family. Rogia did not expect that.
미안해.
My bad. A prosthetic head hanging from a tree slowly turned to face us. Lights and sparks occasionally flickered within. Sinclair. Why did you return?
싱클레어.
Sinclair? Are those your neighbors? Rogia asked while looking at the dismembered prosthesis.
그런 것 같아요.
It looks like they were. I really hope that isn't the case, though.
좋겠지만요.
Sinclair replied, watching with a grim look on his face as their bare wires sparked and short-circuited. The robotic head soon stopped moving, only emitting discordant things. Then, a song begins to fill the air. Silent night. All the heads hung from the trees are singing the same song. That's fucking terrifying. What? The carol leaking through the vocal units of so many lifeless heads lands on the flames below. Holy night. That is terrifying.
이들에게 이단이라는
It's
건
clearer than ever now. Prosthetic body parts are
의체
heresy to
보유자를
them.
말하는 것이군요.
Though it has been quite a while since prostheses were first introduced to the city, many people still find them foreign and alienating.
저희 마을은요.
Our town.
저희 마을은
Our town was called the
Kei사
holy
의체
site
산업의
of
성지라고
Nest's
불릴
prosthetic
주민
industry.
대부분이 하이엔드
Most of the
의체
residents
부품
worked in
제작에 종사하고
manufacturing
있었어요.
high-end prosthesis components.
크로마는 오래전부터
Cromer has been
계속
keeping an eye on our town for a long
우리
time.
마을을 주시했던 거예요.
네 가족.
So was your family...
네.
Yeah, my father was the
저희
owner of a
아버지는
fledgling prosthesis
신생
company
의체
too.
회사의 대표.
Is that why?
그래서
아니,
No.
제가 보기엔
The way I see it,
이
attributing it
자들에게
to a high-flown
그런
cause
거창한
of any
사상
kind is
따위는
giving them too much credit.
그냥
They're
그냥
just lunatics
광기와
consumed
폭력에
by
매여든
madness and
미치광이죠.
violence. Ishmael asserted to him. After a while of staring at the Christmas trees decorating with his neighbors, Sinclair turned to me. Manager, I have a question, if it's alright with you. What is it?
그
Well, how does it feel?
기분이 어떠세요?
Feel?
네.
Yeah.
머리 대신 의체를
I mean,
달고 있는 기분이 어떠냐고.
How does it feel to have a prosthetic replacement for your head? The music cut out. I was a little taken aback since I've never had anyone ask that kind of question before. The issue is that there's no way to know how I might have felt before I got the clock for a head. That's... Oh, it's... I'm not trying to argue with you or
따지러 드는 게
anything.
아니라요.
That was
무리한
probably
질문이었겠죠?
rude of me. I apologize.
죄송해요.
No need. It's alright. The other sinners were a billion times ruder to me with their daily interactions anyway. I'm afraid I can't answer that. I don't remember a single thing about my life before this clock.
그러시군요.
I see.
항상 궁금했어요.
I've always wondered what it feels
머리
like
대신
when there's something
다른
sitting
것이
where your
자리를
head
잡았을
should
때의
be.
기분은 어떤지. 가족들은
My family said it's no
모자를
different from
쓰고
wearing a
시계를
hat or
걸치는
a
것과
watch.
다를 바 없다고 말했지만 저는 아무리
But I just
떠올리려고
couldn't
해도
picture it well, no matter how I
잘
approached
상상이
it.
되지 않더라고요. 그 덕에
And now I'm the only
저만
survivor
유일하게
thanks to that.
살아남았지만요.
I'm sure the procedure seemed terrifying at such a young age. You don't have to feel guilty about that.
아니에요.
That's not it.
그런 게 아니에요.
It's nothing like that.
전 단테 씨
I'm afraid I'm
생각처럼
not as innocent as you might think, Dante.
그렇게 무고한 사람이 아니에요.
Sinclair quietly hung his head. I racked my brains for an appropriate reply, but no suitable words of comfort came up. Only the unpleasant sounds of sparks and flames filled the street.
인명 피해
Victory!
없음. 기물 피해 경험이.
Holy Night.
완벽한데요? 소문이
3-14.
퍼지면 당
실력 없으면 따라오지 마세요.
Hello, Honglu.
방해되거든요.
Okay. Let's kill some more Noggins and Hammer people.
사냥 시작.
Production Flame Palm, 29 Great Sword. Go.
조여먹기를
Die.
달궈볼까?
None of you are new enemies. So I can probably just win right here. I won't. I probably won't win right if it's a focus encounter, but at this point I can just win by win rate. Like thrust, nail pin. There we go. Stagger
남자
누가 위에 의뢰했다면
and sway. One shall grip. Coerce judgment.
불길 속
Kill them all.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지지
Get them through.
대검의 머리가
And
쪼개지지
now
않는
kill that
흉터의
last one.
결과야.
And there we go. Next wave. Kill them all.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
Here to Flame Palm. These Crusaders aren't gonna win. Oh,
이 결정!
that's probably what they are supposed to be designed after. Like the Knights of the Crusade.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지지 않는
And that's all? Yeah, that's also probably why the name. Oh, that took longer than it should have for me to notice. Thank you, Hong Lu. Memorial enactment. There we go. Okay, take him out. Structure stance. There we go. Victory.
돈이 더 들긴 해도
Victory.
긴급을 하길
3-14.
잘했지 않은가?
Ah,
아하,
3-15.
아니야 넣어두게.
I
정말
have enough for it. So let's see what it is. Purification.
실력 없으면 따라오지 마세요. 방해되거든요.
There should be story on this one. Yep. Prosthesis bodies pile up like a landfill in a corner of a town. I could see that some of them were still conscious, letting out pained moans. The Inquisitors paid no heed. They strenuously jammed nails through each of their victims' chests, over and over, executing their pure intent.
심장을 꿰뚫었을 텐데.
I've surely pierced their heart, yet still a pulse remains in their body. They must be patched with steel. Even the core of their humanity has been tainted by heresy. How filthy, a disgrace to flesh and bone. That? Why do you have more wax? That doesn't even look that great. Also, why are there, like, the nails? It could be interesting, but that would probably be a pain to unsheath, that nail. The Inquisitor began carefully pouring a bottle of liquid over the prosthetic person in what looked like a solemn ritual. Judging from the pungent smell, it was mostly certainly oil. Imbibe the oil of humanity, ye heretical Soma. Those who cannot return to the earth find solace in scattering to smoke. Yeah, definitely purity seal sword for 40k. A lit match was then thrown on the pile, letting rise a huge flame. With the sounds of sparks flying about, the air was soon filled with an acrid smell. It's not quite like the smell of burning flesh. The spreading fire finally brings the crackling glimmer in those prosthetic bodies to permanent darkness.
입으로는
If
정화를
this hellscape
말하면서
is their idea of purification, I'd rather stay unclean. Nagel and Hammer has always been devoted to scrutinizing the idea of humanity. Some criticize prosthetic use, as they believe that pain is the necessary component of the human experience. However, it never escalated to the extent of direct action that we're witnessing now.
아까부터 들었던
I've been meaning to
생각인데
ask, how do you know so much about
왜 그렇게
N-Corp?
N사에 대해
I think he's
빠삭한
from
거야, 당신?
N-Corp.
내가
I was once employed by N-Corp. What?
아니,
You used to
저것들하고
work with
같이
those
일했다고?
people?
저들과 같이
I have never
일한 적은
worked with
없지만
those specific
소속의
individuals, but in
관점에서
terms of
본다면
affiliation, you
그렇다.
can say that I did. Come to think of it, this might be the first time I've heard Rousseau actively talk about himself. He does not talk much. He would rarely recount anything related to him. First, he felt it wasn't necessary to speak at all.
왜
Why didn't you
진작
tell us
말하지
that
않은
earlier? No one asked. That's why. You carry one of those
당신도
freaky
저런
weapons then?
괴상한 무기를 지니고 다녔어?
Yeah, he's gonna say you didn't ask.
굳이
Am
이야기할
I
필요가
obligated to
있나?
elaborate?
뭐?
The hell? Why don't you explain
Yeah.
what makes you different from those
그럼
nutters?
내가
then?
너랑 저 새끼들이 같은 편인지 아닌지 어떻게 구분해야 하냐? 난 말이야.
Listen, mate. As much as I'd like to call our daft manager clockface, I don't think they deserve any means to be on the stake or
머리를
chopping
자르고
block.
불태워도 싼 놈이라고는 생각하지 않아. 말만
Those buggers talk
건지르르하게
big about
정원이
purifying and all
멍이
that,
있어도
but all I see are a bunch of
내
loonies
눈엔
who
그냥
just
사람
need
죽일
an
명분이
excuse to
필요했던
kill, eh?
미친놈들이 보일 뿐이거든. 말해봐.
Speak up then. Are you like
너도
those?
저
No,
새끼들이랑
he's not like
똑같니?
those. Are you like the Screwloose Buckheads?
그런 것에 대해
There was a time when I thought about
생각하던
such
시기도
things,
있었지. 같은지
though I did not
다른지
come to a
답을
conclusion.
내놓지는 않았지만.
I want that damn conclusion now. Are you gonna up and butcher all the townsfolk if your manager just says so?
꼭 답을
Must I give an
내놓아야만
answer? That does not aid us
그
in
일이
handling our work.
업무를 처리함에 있어서 도움 사오는 명령에
An employee
따라
must
움직이는
follow
것이
their employer's
규칙이다.
orders. The terms Virgilius presented
Virgilius.
state as such.
그자가 관리자가
If
행하라고
the manager
하면
orders me to do
행할
such a
뿐이다.
thing, I will do it. I may provide my
내 생각이
input if I'm
필요하다고
told that
말하면
is necessary,
제공하겠지만
but I do not have a habit
그럴
of
필요도
rambling my
없는
thoughts
상황에서
unprompted.
나불대는 버릇은 없다. 뭐?
Pardon? Are you just round
너
twist?
돌았냐?
You got a chunk of metal for your brain, like the
너야말로
folks
머리를
here?
깡통으로 교체한 놈들이랑 별반 차이가 없어 보이는데? 단백질이
I am 16% protein, 70% water, 7% minerals, and so
무기질
forth. I am clearly
7%로
different in
구성되어
terms of
있다는
composition.
점에선 명확한 또한
Moreover,
불필요한
unnecessarily
중금속은
heavily metals do
나의
not
구성
compromise
요소에
any
해당하지
portion of my
않는다.
body.
그 또한
That is
차이다.
another difference. Heathcliff's face contorted with frustration. Rousseau was already an enigma, and he only felt ever more distant after this conversation.
하지만 전
Now that you mention it, there's something I've been wondering.
단테님을
I've been thinking on whether Manager Dante should be seen as a human.
그게 무슨
What do you
소리지?
mean?
그러니까
What if,
단테
when
씨가
dear Dante
말하는
is
건
speaking, it's actually
단테
the
씨가
clock,
아니라
and not the
저
person
시기일
we know
수도
as
있다는
Dante
거
behind those
아닌가요?
words?
뭐?
Eh?
우리가
You trying to tell me
진짜
we are
시계
being
따위한테
led by an
명령받고
actual
있었다고?
clock? Good grief. You're reaching
정말
uncharted depths of
멍청한
idiocy with
발언들이네요.
your theories.
반박할
I can't
의욕도
even be
안
bothered
생겨.
to refute them.
그래도
Don't
전
misunderstand. I
지금
do like her
시계머리를
Dante
한
with their
단테
clockhead.
씨가
Yes.
좋아요.
나도 그래.
Honestly,
그냥
same.
머리를
Why don't you just
되찾지
give up
말고
finding your old
평생
head
이
and stick with
머리대로 있으면
that
안 돼?
one?
그럴 리는
I know it's probably not
없겠지만
gonna
진짜
be the
머리를
case,
되찾은
but what if
단테가
Dante's real head
갑자기
turned out to be
엄청
super
못된
evil or
놈이었다거나
something?
하면 어떡해?
Well, there's only one of us
관리자
who know
양반의
about that,
과거에
our
대할
manager
법한
Bud's
점은
past. Gregor's eyes naturally fell on Faust.
그 부분에 관해서
That's
기밀
confidential
사항이에요.
information. Its access is restricted to
심지어
the highest security
보안
level,
등급 최상이죠.
and I get the feeling I won't be able to read it for myself. It's only natural. I have no idea who or what I originally was, so I had nothing at my disposal to refute Hong Lu's lighthearted accusation. Maybe he's right, and I really am just the clock. Even if I ask Faust, there's no telling if she'll give me a real answer, and I wouldn't be able to discern the truth in such a thing either. There's even a slim chance that the real Dante is hidden away somewhere and that I'm some advanced imitation trained to believe I have free will. In any case, sitting here and ruminating won't get me anywhere. Who knows? Maybe I'll mount this thing on the wall when I find my real head. Ishmael sent me a chastising glare for even suggesting something like that, but she had no choice other than to shrug. Well, it is true. Yeah. It is true. We know nothing about Dante's past and what he was before the head.
시작.
We do know he was probably a big shot in like a wing because he seemed really arrogant when he was talking to Lion, Wolf, and whatever the other guy was. And he seemed to be hiding something really important. So, kind of makes sense, I guess.
불길 속으로
Actually, wait a second. The one who shall grip is wielding Sinclair's regular weapon. I'm not used to that. It's usually a different kind of weapon than what they usually have. But one who shall grip Sinclair is just wielding his regular axe.
저는 선택받았으니까
3-16, Fortitude.
그렇겠죠?
Recharge Enkelfallen, use a box. Enter. The battle.
정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
자,
Okay, what should we do now? If we move quietly, we might be able to pass by the other Inquisitors
다른
unnoticed.
신문관들에겐 들키지 않고 지나갈 수 있어요.
단테 씨,
Dante, I'd like to apologize in advance.
미리
I'm
죄송해요.
Sinclair, what are you doing?
아시다시피
As you know, I'm not as
전
experienced
다른
in fighting
분들처럼
like the others.
전투에 많은 경험이 없어요. 그래서 저놈들에게
Our foes might jab me in the heart over and over
계속해서 심장이
for that.
떨리게 될 수도 있어요. 그래도
Will you bear that for me?
버텨주실 수 있나요?
Sinclair was trembling so badly that it'd be pitiful for anyone to witness. I could tell he was desperately trying to suppress his fear. It wouldn't be the first time Sinclair has died. Whenever he bit the dust, I made sure to bring him back. But today, he's newly asking for my understanding. He looked determined to confront them directly, even if it means he'll die again and again. A feeling quite unlike the fright a usual battle evokes. Maybe he's holding the kind of fear that comes with a certain courage. In that case, are you scared, Sinclair? Sinclair suddenly turned around and gave me a startled look. Did I say something weird?
아니요.
No, it's just, I was reminded of a friend who asked me the
같은
same
걸
question.
물어보았던 친구가
Sinclair opened his mouth after a brief pause. His voice cracked.
전 히스클리프 씨
I agree
말에
with what
동의해요.
Heathcliff said.
의체 머리를 가지고
Prosthetic
있어도
head or not, you would have
단테시라는
been the
사람이
same
달라지는
person
건 없었을
regardless,
거예요.
Dante.
그리고
That's sweet. As the same could be
우리
said for my
가족들도
family.
마찬가지였겠죠.
Thanks, Sinclair. Oh,
아니에요.
it's nothing. I can't have you too
질리도록
thankful
죽을
when I'm
테니
about to make you suffer by throwing my
고마워하시면
life away.
제가 불편해요.
Just that I realized that I forgot to ask what he said in response to the same question his friend had. Sinclair had already charged into the fray. Let's kill some more Inquisitors? Inquisitors. It's the same buds from earlier. Kill them all.
조여목구를 달고 볼까? 어? 이 결투
Force indignation. Ward. 1, 2, 3. Bit more damage in.
조여목구를 달고 볼까? 본인의
Don Quixote. He's saying Faust or not Faust. Ishmael. God, I keep mixing them up. I don't know why. Are doing most of the work.
불길 속으로
But Sinclair isn't doing too bad either. I see the appeal of a Tails-focused identity, where you don't have to worry about SD as much. Because I generally want to keep it high SP, because some of the skills are very good, and clashes are very nice to win. So I don't usually spend it on ego. Oh, Fish. Yeah, Fish. Yeah, Fish is holding her up. Moral enactment, click burn. Fish, pig mouth. There we go. Has there been there's probably mermaid fan art of Ishmael. I wouldn't be surprised. Does he? Let's see an engaging duel. Kill him. Kill him, Don. Okay, then pause in.
승리를
And that's almost all of them. Kill that last one. And that should be it. Unless there's another way. Nope, not another way. Good job. Victory! A coin's power may increase or decrease depending on the face of the
돈이 더
hands-on.
들긴 해도 긴급을 하길 잘했지 않은가?
I got the next progress bar.
아하하, 아니야
6 out of
너무
22. There's a
정말
couple
두
more.
배로 받을 거라고
Bonfire 3-17.
그런 건
실력 없으면
Let's go.
따라오지 마세요. 방해되거든요.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what? Okay, Sinclair's home was the largest mansion in the neighborhood. Oh, he was rich. Standing at the innermost part of town. One could see from a distance that a huge flame was engulfing the estate. I took a moment to try and imagine what this town could have looked like during its peaceful times. To bring to mind the times when the trees we saw near the town still had lush, verdant leaves. how Sinclair would have been during those times. Or when everyone around him had died. I couldn't paint a clear picture of either happiness or despair. Nonetheless, I only hope that Sinclair can brace himself for the misfortune he'll soon have to face. Yeah, on today's episode of That's Fucked Up. This! Yeah, a ton of people... Are they? No, they aren't impaled on a cross. They're just directly impaled through all the way. I ponder the logistics of managing that. Did they do it? They do them like kebabs, where you kind of like skewer them on first and then set them up? Or did they like send it down from above directly on top of them and then push them up? Because that looks hard to put together. Oh, whatever. We'll probably find out. This is awful, to say the least.
이건
A courtyard that could have once been a vast, flourishing garden was now full of nails erected tall. A variety of prosthetic bodies were pierced by those towering nails, and the house was enveloped in a ferocious flame, ready to consume everything around it. While everyone's attention was drawn to the prosthesis, Sinclair's eyes drifted to a corner of the yard. The graves, they're dug up?
파헤쳐져 있어.
Did Cromer dig up Sinclair's family's bodies to put on the cross? Following his gaze, I could see 3 graves that were violated. Sinclair's expression alone was enough for me and all the other sinners to guess who they were for. To execute the dead, this is nothing short of a devil's work. Father, mother, and sister. The family he mentioned, that's where they should be, resting.
잠깐.
Halt. One uniform, straight ahead.
전발.
That whistling.
바람 소리.
It's Cromer. Yeah? I mean, it's just too funny when you think about it.
생각해도 너무 웃기잖아.
Someone walked out of the burning household. Her laugh was simply sinister in every way imaginable.
썩지도 않는 몸뚱이들을
Why put so much effort into burying bodies that can't even rot? Am I right?
그치?
Is she carrying the bodies on her? Okay, also... Yeah, I see why some people are simps. A woman in uniform will do that to you. Why put so much effort into burying bodies that can't even rot? Am I right? Cromer. I'm sure you'll find him around somewhere if you look hard enough. I do remember nailing those 3. Be a good boy, and I might just tell you where they are. Well, Sinclair, you've grown a spine coming all the way here. Enough of one to look at a few dead bodies, too. Alright? Why? Just why all this? Sinclair couldn't even speak properly.
비포팀들은 어디 간 거지?
Where did the Rapport team get off to? They've got to turn up at this point.
모습을 보일 정도는 되었는데.
Ah, Sinclair's got some buddies. Looking for the other filthy ratlets that's stuck in here? Okay. Watch closely. I'll turn on the lights, so open your eyes wide. Ta-da! That's Effie, right? Effie? Yep, Effie. Effie was barely breathing. His limbs had been cut away and deformed prosthetics were clearly lodged in their place. Effie! He was too mutilated to even speak a single word. Faust is in his current state. It will take around 2 days for him to completely die. And the pole piercing through him will only amplify his suffering. Then...
관리자님.
Manager, I happen to know of a method to end the life with as little pain as possible. It's one that saw many uses, in fact. May I ask you to give me the order? I looked to both Gregor and Ishmael. They gazed back at me and, as if in acknowledgement, dropped their heads low and bit their lips. Understood what that meant. Rest in peace. The collar of Otis's clothes brushed against the wind. Effie is dead. Then silence. And it's then broken by Cromer's roaring laughter. At the same time, I could hear something else break. Really, it's hilarious to watch you all care for each other when you're all meet the same fate anyway. Brings you back, doesn't it, Sinclair? Your face back then was real priceless. Cromer,
너는 죽어야만.
you have to die.
어?
Yeah,
그게 맞는
I
것
think that's
같아.
the right way.
너는 내
You'll
손에-
die by my... He was interrupted by the sound of a nail dragging across the floor. It's Guido.
의도라는 작자군.
What we thought we had filled him with our best, but not a scratch was on his body now. It was as if all his energies healed in that short time. Oh, K-Corp ampules, probably. Seeing him walk towards us in perfect condition fatigued the sinners. Rendered speechless, all they can muster from their hearts is a deep groan of contempt.
기도.
Guido, why couldn't you have taken out the others?
용서하십시오.
Forgive me my ineptitude, O one who grips. My incompetence allowed them to escape.
항상 경계해야
You have to stay
해.
alert. You never know what's hidden under those cursed steel craniums.
뭐가
명심하겠습니다.
I shall keep your word at heart, O one who grips.
재회는 끝났으니까
Since the reunion is over, I'll be heading
나는
back.
다시 돌아간다.
Cromer turns around to walk into the burning mansion. Cromer! Get back here! I swear you, I'll grab you with my hand and...
아니지,
Nope, Sinclair.
항상
It's always been the other way around. A long smirk dances across Cromer's entire face. It's hard to tell if it's the violent blaze or Cromer's vice that is consuming the other. And then,
쥐는 건
I am the one who grips. That is her title. The one who grips. Let's kill some more Inquisitors.
불길 속으로.
Ward, Keith Nailpin. Oh, and I don't remember how I responded, but yeah, the city certainly is a place. Everywhere is suffering. Which nest was Roland trying to get into again? Because if we go there, we can see how fucked up it would have been if he succeeded. There we go. Heel turn. K-Corp. Okay, yeah. I don't think he has any prosthetics, but still, yeah, K-Corp is fucked up. Oh, I heard that whistle. What was that? We shall fear Cromer's whistle. We shall fear not, for the one who grips is with us. What does that do? So far, nothing. I don't see any effects currently. So, I'm not entirely certain what the whistle does. There we go. Stagger complete. And so the engaging duel. Assertive Inquisition. This Sinclair laughs when the whistle plays. I'll try to listen for it, yeah.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진
Go.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Wheel is not played. Actually, let me check. What's your panic type? Panic effect does not act for this turn. Okay. Let's go. Rank thrust. The whistle will probably play next turn. So let's see what it does. Prithee, let's get engaged in duel. Good work. Until you dealt a hard blow.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
There we go. Defeat. Slam gets on. Rupture is applied. Some more have appeared, and the whistle is not going off.
위험인물 발견.
Go.
제압할게.
Fishmail is very nice.
대검의 머리가
Go.
쪼개지진 않았을
And now, one who shall grip. Oh! One who shall grip. That's Cromer's title. So is he, like, taking the place of Cromer's successor? He's panicking right now, so he can't do anything. I heard him laugh, though, so yeah, you're right. When she whistles, he laughs. Yep. Atrophied, attack power down. Win rate, go. Great sword. Go through. Ward, kill him. And dead.
대검의 머리가
Okay,
쪼개지진
that's
않았을
this
텐데.
encounter done. We didn't run into Guido, though. So, what's he doing? Did he follow Cromer into the house?
힘을 피해 경로.
Sashafan.
완벽한데요? 소문이 퍼지면 당
Let's see what happens in here.
돈키호테.
Don Quixote. Oh, Sinclair is fucking nettled. Hey, wait! Oh, they can't keep up with him. Sinclair leapt forth to chase Cromer before anyone could stop him. However, he's blocked by the remaining N-Corp Inquisitors. In response, he swings his weapon with a tremendous force I never thought he could exert, crushing the head of the one who grabbed him. The Inquisitor collapses to the ground before even a gasp could escape their mouth. Sinclair would normally keep the back of our group. This was the first time I saw him charge in unprompted like that. There's a Cromer Faust ID. Neat. What the hell have you been dawdling in the back if you could do that? I remember with clarity that I had ended your lives. I undoubtedly witnessed torn brain tissue spill through the cracks in your skulls. And yet, here you heretics are, before me on your feet.
오히려
You're not the one to complain about miraculous recoveries. Guido examines me closely with his piercing glare. He then slowly nods as if his observation gave him the knowledge he needed. You there, the one who possessing the head of a heretic. You must be the false shepherd in enticing this herd into blasphemy. He proceeds to nudge his chin at the nailed corpses in the courtyard. They committed the grave sin of entering the site of hallowed rites with their unclean bodies. Thus, they have been punished with the same penalty as heretics receive. They have also been subjected to the humiliation of bodily mechanism intrusions being installed against their will. But you are different. The sin of worshipping a heretic is less severe than indulging in heresy oneself. Therefore, as long as you are willing to repent and cleanse your minds of sin, we, the Hammer, are willing to demonstrate forgiveness. So, I implore you, ye pitiable, foolish sinners, led astray by temptation, shake off the allure of that false miracle and kneel before me. The confrontation came to a standstill. No one seemed willing to speak first. So you've all been under my spell or something all along? Who'd have thought that? I tried cracking a joke to lighten the mood a little, but no one laughed. Dante, that man, he just insulted you. He doesn't even see you as a human being. I mean, you guys call me Clockface all the time, too. That's not the same as all! Besides, I never used that nickname. Ishmael grunted. So you think throwing some fancy words around would be enough to persuade us, eh? Listen up, faceplate. You're the one who needs a little shaking off. Seems to me your human brain's just as effective. You were given ample opportunity. You are no different from those we hung and nailed, after all. I am a hammer. I am a tool for the one who grips, tasked with the great mission of piercing the false flesh of heretics. I shall bind thee to a nail and lay thee down furthest from the soil. For he who shan't repent. Oh, when are you gonna finish your stupidly long taunt? Is not granted rest beneath the earth. Okay, so that's why they dug up Sinclair's family. They believe that if you aren't purely human, you don't deserve to be buried under the ground. They see that as a gift that you can get, but you shouldn't. They don't have. Okay, can't let you through. Kill them all. Right. Dead. There we go. Aggressive pounding. Flank thrust. Flank thrust. Flank thrust. There's the Flame Palm. Bone Crusher. Thank you, Don Quixote. You killed them again. Oh, that's a whistle. We shall fear not, for the one who grips is with us. They gain attack power up and defense power up. Let's kill them all. They also got Fervor, which I think increases attack power upon a final hit if the enemy they're attacking has the nail effect. Go. Slam. 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 And there we go. Still the regular guys. Take them out. Massage in, slam, striker slam, step through, flank thrust. Go, go, go. Stagger, good job. Slam killed. So did Ishmael, and Don Quixote will finish him off. There we go. Guido showed back up. He has more skills now. It's more powerful now. That's the same. Foolishness, flashable defense. 8 base, then Fanatic to allies, Fanatic to allies, then Corp Nails, and Pen Rupture. Go. Pretty, let this be an engaging duel. There we go. 14, 3. There we go. Good damage against Pluto. Let's take care of the ads first, because they'll probably die much quicker. Bone Crusher works. There we go. Thank you, Sway. Fishmail. Okay, he staggered too. Okay, the whistle went off again. Let's go. Take him out. Really, that's the engaging duel. He'll probably die this turn, because I am over leveled. Goodbye. Vigilant Flame Palm. Yudo is down. Count it through. Thank you, Fishmail. Victory. Nice job. The ground shook as Gildo finally fell. I couldn't help but wonder if we really did him in, and yet we were too exhausted to bother and take his helmet off to check his breathing. Sinclair was repeatedly jabbing his spear into a dead Inquisitor. The corpse was mangled beyond recognition, its blood and organs spilling all over the floor. Sinclair is having a bad time. Sinclair, calm down. He didn't seem to care about anything other than the body he was set out to destroy. Occasionally, pants of rage and tearful gasps were all that came out of his mouth. I'll kill them all. I knew stopping him was the right thing to do, but no one dared to step in. It was evident that he was too blinded by ire to listen to us. I know a way most simple to bring him back to senses. She's going to stab him through the chest, isn't she? Yeah, at that, Don Quixote suddenly jumped Sinclair and pinned him to the ground. And then she started... Oh, she's just punching him. Okay. She started laying into his face. One fist thrown after the other. Oh, shouldn't we do something? Leave him be. A couple calves passed isn't worth intervening. A cloud of dust rose from her ruthless beating. Oh, after a while, Don Quixote cut her onslaught. Pray tell, how does thus feel now? Pardon my rash action. Often I would find myself overcome by fever, rampaging much the same as a riderless horse. At such moments, mine old friends helped me come to myself by beating me senseless. 'Twas at times the only remedy to the fever that had overtaken me. So in that sense, Virgilius must be a good friend of yours too, right? Well, Oh, now he's crying. Tears clinked down from Sinclair's bruised eyes. I'll get her for this. I'll go to my home and skewer that bitch. I'll skewer her with a stake, and then... The rest of his sentence was overrun with pained sobbing. After a while of sniffing, Sinclair finally seemed to calm down as he put a hand to his face and started muttering. I lost everything overnight. Back then, they didn't parade their Nagel and Hammer name around. You didn't see large groups like that in open. But at some point, people calling themselves Hammers started showing up in town, one by one, and... It's okay, kiddo. No need to push yourself. Roja gently pat him on the back. I still think that sometimes this is all just a bad dream and I'm having trouble waking up. It always comes, every morning before I open my eyes. Maybe this time I'll wake up and see my familiar scene, just maybe. After he said that, he broke into tears. I know, it only made sense to wait for him to settle down. There we go. Don Quixote. Manager level increase. Echo following capacity up. 3-19. A bad dream. To battle. Actually, first I want to set all y'all to LCB centers. LCB center. LCB center. LCB center. LCB center. And LCB center. There we go. Kill more.
위험인물 발견.
Kill more of them. Flank thrust.
지바이의 위에
Sadly, no stagger. Oh, I just realized why negative coin skills are so good. Even if you lose a clash, your rate doesn't go down.
조여 먹구를
It just means
달궈볼까?
there's a higher chance of you getting your highest point score. Oh, I see the use of that, yeah. Rough Nailing, Bone Crusher, Memorial Enactment. Sinclair is going fucking crazy. Kill them all.
흉터의 결과요.
Let the head sort them out. There we go. And then Course Judgment. There we go. And 29 Sword.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진
Okay,
않았을 텐데.
complete. Victory. Sinclair is having a bad time, TM.
당연한 결과죠. 저는
3-20
선택받았으니까.
underpass.
그럼
To battle.
실력 없으면 따라오지 마세요. 방해되거든요.
We entered the charred mansion, and Sinclair led us to the basement. When he opened the door, a long underpass leading to an unknown destination was revealed to us. To think there'd be a tunnel down here.
아마
So if my guess is right, then this
짐작이
passage
맞는다면
should lead to the
이
branch
통로가-
facility.
지하실에 대체
Why are you
왜
keeping
이런
the shifty
수상한
shaft
통로가
in your
있는 거야?
basement?
원래는 없었어요.
It wasn't here before. What?
뭐?
What? Then how'd you know we ought to go to the basement?
나침반이 북쪽
It's like how
방향에
magnetic
이끌리듯이
fields draw a compass needle northward.
그냥 느낌으로
I was
알수
brought
있었던
here by
것뿐이에요.
intuition. I'm sorry. What? Is this like what Sonya was going about? Like a mark that draws you to things? 'Cause it seems like plot armor, basically. Isn't that what it
그거
is?
아니었나요? 저희를
You're bringing us
가지를
along to
세워
use as
나침반으로
sensors
데리고
for the
다니는
bows. Sinclair quietly looked at Faust. Instead of answering him, she strode past him and stood before the door.
재질을 보아하니
Judging from the material, this
최근에
tunnel seems to
만들어진 것
have been
같군요.
made relatively recently.
아마
It was
인사의
likely dug by
파견원들이
N-Corp's expeditionary
이곳을
forces
점령하며
when they had to occupy the
만들어놨겠죠.
town.
짧은 길은 아닐
It won't be
거예요.
a short trip, given that this passage was excavated
그들만을
for their
위한
use.
통로인
We will
만큼
surely run into foes on the
적들을
way.
마주칠 가능성도.
We should move once we are ready.
준비되었으면 출발하죠. 그렇게 쳐다보지
Don't
마세요,
give me that look,
단테.
Dante.
저는
I am simply not in a
아무
position
말도 할수
to
없을
comment on it.
뿐이에요.
She is not allowed to answer, so I think he's right. That's why all the sinners are here. They're compasses to find the golden bows.
조여 먹구를 달궈볼까?
Kill all them all.
좋아.
Win rate, kill them all. Bone Crusher.
조여
Go, go, go.
먹구를 달궈볼까?
Ward. Goodbye.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Flank thrust.
혈이
Go. And for thee, let's get an engaging duel. Heal turn. Vigorous hammering. Moral enticement. Heal turn. Kill him. Strike the stance. He'll probably heal turn. There we go. Stagger down. And Fishmail will kill him.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
It's more of the same Inquisitors. Actually, no, you were different. You were different. A joyous. You have a much bigger hammer and a lot more seals. Yeah, Father's Inquisition, heal SP. No, you still have the same stuff.
불길 속으로.
Really, that's the engagement.
본인의 승리일세.
There we go. Striker stance.
지바이의 의뢰했다면
And it's through. Slam. Win the clash. 3 flash, so damage is boosted. Then flank thrust. Take care of the Conduit Inquisition. 1, 2, 3. He isn't staggered, but that's fine.
죄를
He's taking them out.
새겨주겠어.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
대검의
You have
머리가
9.
쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
So one person hasn't doubled up. Looks like it's Sinclair? Yeah, Sinclair is the only one who hasn't doubled up yet.
승리일세.
Got one. And shield turn.
평타의 결과요.
That's dead. I think that's all of them. Yeah. Let's keep moving. We're almost at the dungeon.
인명 피해 없음. 기물 피해 경로.
And Unta.
완벽한데요?
What is that
소문이
word?
퍼지면
Un-
당분간 귀하신
I'm gonna
분들의
type
영지보
that into
의뢰가
Google
끊이질
Translate because
않겠어요.
I am honestly curious what that means. That is Unta Futh Lung. Underpass. That just means underpass. Okay. I'm a little disappointed, honestly.
그대
I was hoping it meant something cool. Oh, just normal enemies. Okay. Then right, kill them.
시작.
Philly does the engaging duel. None of you all are anywhere near intimidating because I am apparently overleveled. Go. 12, 12, 8. Okay.
불길
Kill
속으로.
them all.
본인의
Win the
승리.
clash. Force judgment. Ward. 1, 2, and you're dead. Force judgment. Got the stagger. Heal turn. Take him out. Stagger plus. And flank thrust. We'll kill that one. There we go. There's just one left. Just kill him.
사냥 시작. 흉터의
Dead.
결과요.
Okay, move on to the next area. It's just the same guys. Canto 3 was before unlimited budget works kicked in for PM. Yeah, that's fair.
불길 속으로.
Go. I'm kind of hoping. Oh wait, no. Counter skills. They still take the damage. I'm pretty sure. They just do a secondary attack. It's like this. It's like how it was in Runia. Well, no, it's not how like it was in Runia. In Runia, counter skills were so damn good.
조여목구를 달고
Oh, when you say normal counters, there's a 000 ID where the counter is broken, isn't there? Like, it makes sense. There we go. Do the damage. Flashable counters, yeah. That was right. Season 4, that would be Canto 6, am I right?
조여목구를
So I think that's
달고
Canto 6. Because Canto 3 is Season 1. So that's Canto
대검의 머리가
6.
쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Alright, let's take care of the knights.
괴로우신가요?
There we go. Battle complete. There we go.
인명 피해 없음. 기물 피해 경로.
Okay. The dungeon. It's time for the dungeon.
소문이 퍼지면 당분간
We probably won't
귀하신
finish it
분들의
today,
영지보 의뢰가
but let's
끊이질
enter it, I
않겠어요.
guess. Branch K-02. I'll... I guess I'll put actually leveled people, just in case I lose a fight. No, I'll leave you there. None of y'all are... No, you're leveled, but you don't have anything. What's your passive? Is it worth keeping? Support passive, most HP deals plus 20% damage. I'll keep it. Then you are... Do you have a... I have you leveled? I do not. I'll keep you there. You're staying there. I don't have anything for Marceau, and I don't have anything for you. So it'll just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I think I can only have a max of 6 out, so I'll keep LCD Center, Heathcliff. The average level of your identities is lower than the recommended level for the stage. I'll go anyway.
그대 이 검이 필요하오.
What the hell? What the heck? The ranch facility we entered was not as well preserved as the one we visited in District 4. This looks like... That is the tree... Sephiroth. Is this the training team? Hod's department. I think this is Hod's department. It seems like N-Corp's Inquisitors have been using this place as their base for a while. Various torture devices and bits of flesh and machinery like those we saw in town came into my sight. Please stop. Please stop. It hurts. It hurts so much. Ah, this one speaks of suffering. It must be a false cry. Pay it no heed. No, the pain. It's real, I swear. Did it not hurt to attach these impurities to your flesh? Did your conscience not scream as you rejected your humanity? Enough. This one is too far gone to repent. Does the absence of tears not say enough? This one is only pretending to confess. No, wait, I can shed tears. I beg you, please. We can afford to verify, can we not? Indeed, for a genuine effusion of sorrow to just humanity. Thank you so much. Now, we shall lift your eye. Their heretical depravity knows no bounds. They've gone as far as to make vile devices that mimic fear glands. We must see with our own true eyes that this isn't the case. We will let you go if you can confirm that your eye socket is indeed of flesh and blood. What? No, stop! Huzzah! Thank you, Roja. Gah. You heretics truly are like pests. Never alone, with the habit of constantly obstructing our great task. You are kindred creatures, indeed. Roja shrugged when I looked back. What? I wanted to take charge for once. Fair, Roja. Welcome to the dungeon. We are in Gate-1. This doesn't... Corroded Entity Block. And the Torture Chamber. Oh, this is a long one. Oh, it keeps going, doesn't it? Okay. So, let's go into this one. Basement entrance. Let's kill them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To battle.
이 검이 필요하오.
Peculum Superbiae. That is Pride. I'm pretty certain. Any passives? No. Just the skill with a grind with a single one. That's not great. Let's kill them all. Bajin. Dead. Shattered Moral Attachment. Take out Peculum Array. Grind. Flank Thrust. And Stagger. Goodbye. Then Fishmail, take it out. Ever since you said to just call her something else, I've been actually able to remember her name. Thank you for that. Will I be? You've all gotten better at fighting, haven't you? Saud? A faint voice calls to us from the corner. Saud? Saud was resting against the wall, exhausted. She was covered in bites and gnawings left by Peculata. Are you alright? Can you get up easily? Saud could barely talk, let alone stand on her own feet. She slowly began to speak, each word filled with pain. Effie, how is he? Alive, yeah? You must have met outside. Everyone is hesitant to answer Saud's desperate question. How could any of us inform her of the morbid state Effie was in and how we had to put him out of his misery? Yes, he's doing fine now. Honglu answered quietly. No sinner came forward to elaborate. That's enough chatter. That's gonna backfire. That is going to backfire somehow. It seems more of those oddities are crawling our way. A swarm of Peculata approached us. It was as though our guilt about lying to her had gained physical form. Sorry, Saud. Let's kill some more.
실력 없으면 따라오지 마세요. 방해되거든요.
What the hell is that? Peculum luxurae. It's a lust peculum. Inflicts bleed, and that's it.
사냥 시작.
Heal turn. I still don't get what the conditions unmet is, because like every single peculum has had a skill that said conditions unmet. So what are those? Can't let you through. Speculum dying. Goodbye. 2 dead.
머리가 쪼개지진
Kill the
않았을까?
Ire. 1, 2, dead. Good job. I'm sorry, Soud. Seems you couldn't. Actually, why did the sinners put him out of his
동구쉔크
misery?
3과
Because, like,
돈키호테.
couldn't we have taken him down from the hook? Or was he already too far gone? Because I'm not entirely certain. Let's kill more Inquisitors.
지가 위에 의뢰했다면
Yeah, it seems like no, Effie couldn't talk. I think that was,
조여목구를 달궈볼까?
he didn't talk to us at all. It was only Cromer who paid attention to him. It was the one who-
본인의 승리일세.
Yeah. Oh, he was already fatally wounded. Yeah. I think didn't they say it would take like 2 days for him to bleed out though? K-Corp is like right there. Couldn't you have grabbed like K-Corp ampules or something? Machinery room. There's a machine in this dilapidated room. There's a long, bulky lever is at the center of the machine adorned with springs. The urge to pull it is growing stronger and stronger. What will you do? Leave the room. No. I'm not gambling. Let's take care of the machinery room.
실력 없으면 따라오지 마세요. 방해되거든요.
Combat tips. There we go. Take him out.
사냥 시작.
Flank thrust. These Inquisitors think that's strong. Take him out. There we go. Slam. All of them are staggered. Only 2 live. Oh, all 3 of them are live, but not for long.
흉터의 결과요.
Goodbye. Heal turn, and 1 more. Fishmail, take him out.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
I still love Fishmail's aesthetic, especially Zwei. That looks so damn good. Like the ponytail with the armor dress. Machinery room. Take care of more Peculata. Any new ones? I don't think so. Yep, just Ire and Lust.
죄를
Wrath and
새겨주겠어.
Lust. That's 2.
이 결투
Kill him.
본인의
Goodbye.
승리일세.
Heal turn. There we go. 1, 2. Through. Through. 1, 2. There we go. Lust is down. Just the last one.
조여목구를
Goodbye.
달궈볼까?
흉터의 결과요.
Victory! Then, Gate 1. Let's see what this is. You see a large gate in the distance. There's something eerie about the pointed fences and stone walls. It looks to be the only way through this area, but it's guarded by a large number of Inquisitors. Is there anything we can do about them? Correct them behind, run a pride check, pass the buff all allies, and reduce the number of count waves by 1. Run a lust check, building an economic counter. Pass the reduced number of waves by 2. I think I can do a lust check. Sinclair has lust as one of his, so you're not well, best idea, but it might not hurt. Lust. Let's see what it is. Threshold 1. Where is Sinclair? One who shall grip? Oh, that's -3. -10. That's not a great chance. Need to hit all of them. Needs to hit 1. That's probably the best chance. And you need to hit 2. Actually, no. I'll go with you. Don Quixote, you can do it. 1, 2, we're good. Okay. Don Quixote made their move. Hey, is that... Yeah, we should check it out. The Inquisitors guarding the gate left their post to investigate the source of the noise. So does the diversion return. It's exactly as I spake. A plan without flaw, from conception to conclusion. The mastermind proudly exclaims. Honestly, he didn't expect it to work this well. He'll be able to pass once we dump the remaining Inquisitors. Let's kill them. Only 1 wave. Get an ego get.
해결됐지 않나?
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
Let's go. Any interesting? Nope, it's just the same old, same old. Goodbye.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
어디서 내 방어를?
I'm slightly disappointed in y'all. Let's kill them all.
저여 먹구를 달궈볼.
One thing I'm glad for just in Limbus is the mirror dungeon, like how they do it, where it sets everyone to a baseline level. That makes it so much more interesting because I don't have to level up every single one of my identities to use them in the mirror dungeon. Like, I actually can run a Tremor team without having to level them all up. I heard that familiar yet ominous sound of a nail being dragged across the floor. Is it Guido again?
관리자님,
Manager, if I may be forward, I would suggest soon including steps in your combat protocol to confirm that our foes are dead. The thought of his return makes what hair I have stand on end. How is he back? Oh wait, it was mentioned earlier that we didn't come close to check his breathing. Ye heretics must be exterminated. How long have you been... Guido approaches at a slower gait than before, but his gaze is firmly fixed on me. And the rest shall be purified. I needed to rewind the clock. Most of the sinners were either dead or gravely injured. There was no way an effectively non-combatant manager and someone barely holding on to her life could take him.
멈추세요.
Please stop. Saud? Just then, Saud pulled out a gun. Oh, you go, girl. Shoot him. She pointed the barrel at me. I'm sorry, what? I need you to keep still. The moment you try to turn that clock, my gun will blow off your head. Okay, but why? Saud? Don't look at me like that. I can't hear you, but I can tell you this. They promised to let Effie go if I helped to get rid of you. I let too much time pass. Oh, he has grabbed my head. Guido comes to me and grabs me by the neck. He grips my head tightly with his other hand, as if to crush it. Creaks, cracks, and rattles ring inside my head. His fingers being inches away from shattering my head, it terrifies me. Is this it? Is this how I die? Could this have turned out differently if I was just a better manager? I remember Heathcliff menacingly asking if there was a way to open up my head so he could see what's inside. Tough luck, Heathcliff. You'll be missing out on a good show. I heard a sound. It was the sound of something breaking. Fortunately for me, Guido took damage. It didn't come from my head. Guido staggers. A nail was lodged in his back, and Sinclair is gasping for air behind him. He was nearly unconscious, lying still until moments ago. It's a miracle that he managed to get up and do this. I could escape Guido's grasp thanks to him. But Guido stood firm despite Sinclair's desperate attack. He collected his breath and slowly turned around. I see. You too are a filthy heretic. You're all insane, out of your minds. The one who grips had once said that you could have become the one as well. What a shame. You grip with the wrong direction. Sinclair, run away. I can't help you. No, I'm not running anymore. Local Swift boy, too angry to die. I like that answer, Sinclair. Gunfire filled my ears, but the bullet struck Guido's head. You who bring ruination upon yourself, the hammer shall continue to pursue you. With those words, Guido fell to the floor, motionless. And in that hush, I heard her handgun drop to the floor. Saud. Effie, he's dead, isn't he? You're all terrible liars. At least try to make it somewhat believable. Come on, Saud. Let's get out of here. You'll be okay. Just gotta stop the bleeding and get you patched up. Right, I'll get a tourniquet. Don't be stupid. I can hardly lift a finger. Besides, those Inquisitors will keep on coming, won't they? You guys need to keep moving down. I'll hold them off here. You should go. You can't do that. You said yourself that you can hardly lift a finger. I can't let you watch our backs when you're in such a mess. Please? You know, in moments like this, you're supposed to just nod at me and be on your way.
격떨어지게
Why do you care so
많은
much
사람
about the one
걱정을
who
왜 하는
volunteered to
거예요?
stay behind?
그치만
You can't just...
아,
You're making this pretty
이거
awkward, you
진짜
know that?
구질구질한 장면인
Here I
거
thought I could have a
알아요?
cool farewell.
기껏 하우스트
Faust, please take these
어른이
absolute dorks out
멍청이를
of here.
데리고 가줘요.
베르길리우스 씨한테
I'll make sure to give Virgilius
안부
your
전해드리죠.
regards.
안부는
No
무슨
need.
인사나 한번
Just tell him
와달라고
to come
해주세요.
visit and say hello someday.
무슨
You know what I
뜻인지
mean?
알죠?
Wait a goddamn second. Was she also one of the orphans that Virgilius took in at his orphanage?
네.
Of course. We headed for the next area, leaving Saud to die. We all stayed silent for a long while. Goodbye, Saud. Goodbye, LCCB. Sinclair's determination to stand up to Cromer. After 3 strokes have been drawn. A sign. Okay. I'm gonna go to sealed door. A steel door rests on one side of the room. It's too thick to be easily broken or breached with force. If there's got to be something totally valuable through here if it's guarded this tight. The sinner might be right. Treasure could be waiting behind the door. What do you do? Wrath check. I can do that. Proceed. It's you. You just need to hit 2. You need to hit 2. You need to hit 2. So you commence. 1, 2. We're good. Don Quixote pushed at the door with all their might. The door shook little by little, but refused to give way. Alright, you've done enough. I tried to get the sinner to stop, but Don Quixote kept on pushing, totally focused on the door. After some time, there! The door was opened. A path was hidden behind it. There we go.
해결됐지 않나?
Okay. Old warehouse. Forgotten package. Forgotten passage. Let's see what's in here.
돈 키호테.
Don Quixote. What the hell are those? Everything there. Fuck, that's an aberration of nothing there, isn't it? On hit, heal max HP, gain instinct. This is an aberration of nothing there, but it's only 10th level. Ugh. 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 That's bad. If this is the nothing there, aberration, that's terrifying. Hopefully it isn't an elf level, because I don't think we can deal with an elf level threat. The sinners don't seem strong enough for that. Can't let you through, bud. There we go. And Bone Crusher, Structure inflicted. There we go, that's a break. More old cast in. Alright, we're good. And ready to
불길
go.
속으로
Lodge in, take care of everything there. Inquisitor.
이 결투.
1, 2, that's a stagger. Good job. And I'll take care of that.
남자오.
1, 2, and 1 more hit. Thank you very much. The first real Abno I fight is a Wah.
불길 속으로
Oh, if it's only a Wah, that's so much more reassuring than what I thought.
저희의 의뢰였던
Nothing there was an elf. That bastard was annoying.
본인의 승리일세.
Okay. If it's an aberration of nothing there is all about used in certain events or old warehouse's key expires on use. I guess we'll go up here. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, the first real Abno I fight is a Wah. Can you hear me, or did something happen? Let's look at this. No dropped frames. It seems to be going fine. According to connection, it's fine. Is it... Can you still hear me? Or... Okay, making sure. Yeah. Hello? Goodbye. Nothing there. It was so fucking terrifying. Dozens of old broken crates littered the floor. Ugh, cobwebs. Clearing things away, you found 3 particularly large crates buried underneath. These are all locked. There's like keyholes of the same shape. As the key of a soft constitution, it won't be feasible to use it again once it's been inserted into the lock. You only get 1 try. I'm not certain. I'm not certain which one to grab. Or, Oh, Ebony Queen. Yeah, we fought it. Which one should I do? I don't use Tremor or Bleed, so I'm thinking of using Defense. But Eel Gifts can be interesting, so I'm not certain. Which one do you think? I'm thinking First Rate. Ugh. Yeah, Ebony Queen and Canto 1, the first abnormality fight, is an aberration of Snow White's apple. Which one do I want to grab? I guess First Crate. Because I don't use Tremor right now, and I'm not using Bleed right now. This is Pregnancy the Warm Helm. This is the proper equipment of a knight, is it not? Not a bad haul. Considering. Toffelheim, defensive skill power +1. That's not very helpful. And then let's go back. Back. Abnormalities, take them out. I am 100%ing this part. There we go. Take some luxury, take them out.
제압할게요.
The Peculata are just, they're not even annoying. They're so easy to kill. That's just kind of a chaff encounter. It'd be interesting if they were actually somewhat threatening, but they just aren't. They're the dregs left over after a mirror experiment goes wrong, I think. Because the dude from, what the hell? Chapel Torture Chamber. I'll go to the corroded entity block and see what's going on here.
동구쉔크 3과 돈키호테.
Don Quixote. Fuck. What the hell? What happened to this Inquisitor? Claw, Lookout, conditions unmet. I can't see the passives either. It's an abnormality corrosion, but what is it with? What is the corrosion with? 'Cause I haven't seen an abnormality able to do that yet. Is it everything there? That's the one that we think that's going to show up? Because of those Inquisitors we saw? Hello? Goodbye. There we go. Taken out. And just kill that one. Goodbye. Line charge. And dead.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Let's take them out. Okay, I'm not going to blockade zone yet. Let's go. Oh god, Silent Orchestra encounter would probably be hell. That'd be fun though. So yeah, agreed. Silent Orchestra would probably be. Oh, it'd probably be either be immune to one damage type each turn, like slash, piercing, or blunt, or be immune to a sin, like every sin type but one, because of how it worked in Limbus, not Limbus, L-Corp. But actually, no, Runia also went over it. And Runia's version was just, it was very different. You could actually target the whatever you call them, the singers that the main abnormality summoned that boosted it, which made it much easier to deal with. Now let's go to this one, prison area, to battle. Hi, Sound. Ooh, what is happening back there? Okay, looks like there's just a bunch of people on the walls. Yeah, it's just a regular L-Corp facility in the background.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게요.
You know what? I want to see. I want to see them bring back like Army and Pink,
대검의 머리가
because that would be interesting. Like a relatively friendly abnormality most of the time, but if you fail it, like if you don't deserve its protection, if you're too weak for its protection, it takes you out. That would be interesting to deal with. Yeah, we might see an Alpha Ecos. Those would be interesting. because they take a very different... Egos work very differently from in L Corp here. They're more of a one-turn power-up, it seems, unless you're wielding, like, ego gear. Like, I have Sinclair's, tattered things? I forgot what it's called. But I have Sinclair L Corp Ego, and that seems... L Corp Ego seems more stable than the other ego that's used. Like, it seems like something you can actually wear and constantly fight in. But the one-time use egos seem stronger than it. So perhaps the trade-off between stability and power in terms of how the ego works. There we go. Now, torture chamber. Let's see what's in here. The N-Corp Inquisitors are busy torturing someone. Grah! A filtered scream fills the cramped room. Their victims are people with prosthetic bodies. Sinclair didn't utter a word, but his words were full of wrath and fear forced on torturers. He breathed heavily at irregular intervals, his body shaking. He looked like he must charge forth at any moment. Do you stop him, or... Start enemies lose SP, or run a wrath check. Or use Sinclair for the check to gain a sign. I'll use Sinclair for the check. I want to gain the sign. When you slain the planet Sinclair, he looks at you with surprise. I thought you stopped me. He spoke anxiously, but seemed nevertheless happy with the decision. Got it. I guess I'll do it. Sinclair sprinted to where the Inquisitors were, alongside the other sinners. Sinclair healed for 30 SP. Yeah, use Sinclair for a sign. Heretics, the heretics have appeared. As the sinners approached, the Inquisitors cast their victims aside to charge at us. You bastard! Sinclair stood against them at the forefront. The hammer might be too big for Sinclair's weapon to stop. Okay, we want Sinclair to deal with. Where is he? Here you are. Let's try. He's definitely gonna fail, but we want a sign. We want that ego gift. Damn it. Failed. Check failed. We have to fight with a disadvantage, but we should get a sign, right? Did we not? What? Wait, but it said we'd get a sign. Actually, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. What? No. Give up. I want to go back. I'm gonna go over to the checkpoint. And... Wait, no, go back. Go back. I'm going to the chapel. I can't go back, damn it. Okay. I can't choose a different ego. Fuck it, actually. I'll just keep going. I'll just keep redoing this. I want a sign. Oh, I guess I'm doing this. Great. I want that ego gift, because that seems interesting and narrative focused. A sign. Ego gift. Canto 3 dungeon. Where? Actually, wait a goddamn second. Wasn't Sinclair's skill 3 for the one who shall grip a wrath thing? So let's go to window, save your progress, and return to main menu. Because if I can up-tie him, I might be able to pass that check. Yeah, it's a wrath one. Okay. So let's shard threat exchange. I want 80. So I'll trade 20 of Gregor's. Yep, consume those. I need 20 thread and then 20 of Rojan's. And then I'll consume Sinclair's Ego Shards. Yeah. 20. 60. And then Honglu's. Go. So now Sinners, one you shall grip. Up tie again. Let's grab this. Help destruct the furs. This really doesn't feel special. I have always had talent as the chosen one. Identity uptide. There we go. I guess we're gonna go through the identity story now, because why not, I guess. Sinclair. The one who grips in this universe is Faust. Interesting. It's not Cromer. A soft and gentle voice enveloped the area. Look this way, Sinclair. The voice is rapping, perhaps coiling even. Alas. Isn't this a magnificent sight? The laughter of the one who's standing next to the child completely twisted the air, like a hair-raising shriek made by two sharp pieces of metal scraping against each other, then flicking away. Examining the area closely, one could see that it was surrounded by raging, knife-like flames. How does it feel, Sinclair? How does it feel to witness this sight ablaze? Her voice could even be described as manic, her wry smirk more twisted than the fire around her. Ah, that is when the child opened his mouth. His lips trembled, his lungs brought to gasps and huffs. Could this be a response of fear? Indeed, it may seem that way. The child most certainly had something that one could call a chance. He could have hatched out of the shell that is fate with his own strength and gripped control over the path his life should take. And yet, it's beautiful, Faust. Beautiful to look at those vile and repulsive things being purged. It's not so easy to reject the ease of letting another crack the egg from the outside. Even if they aren't your mother bird, even if they wrest hold of your path and jostle it, that disquieting flame, almost mistakable for warmth, lures you into giving up your strength for it like a comforting bonfire. Why didn't I let go earlier, Faust? I didn't need to bother trying to think or ponder so much when there was a clear answer laid right before me. The child spoke with a trembling voice, whimpering on the verge of tears. Pushed out of his nest all too soon, feigning the confidence he sorely lacks. A baby bird who hasn't even broken his shell fully. That would be the description most befitting this child. Not just anyone can be like Faust, Sinclair. However, it's all right. The child with silver hair spoke, pointing to the sky. Up above, something muttered indistinct mechanical noises obscured to her nail. Ah! The child's pupils further shrink, while his trembles grow yet more intense. It was painfully evident that he did not wish for what he was witnessing. Despite him knowing this as well, he's decided that he will be ignorant of it. Despite still thinking that what he is doing isn't right, he cannot resist the convenience of letting this mysterious mother bird bring him food. A pink chick who does nothing but gape and swallow. Having dived into a pot of boiling oil, the child had no choice but to flutter with his melting arms. Though, by the time the fire dies down, he'll have been reduced to ash. The child laughed. Congratulations, Sinclair. Now you've become someone who can laugh at that sight. The one standing next to the child celebrated him with sincerity. In truth, she was lauding her own achievement more than anything. If there really were possibilities diverging into numerous worlds, she had managed to mold the child into a form one of those worlds must envy. It may even be that someone from another world has already been infatuated by a glimpse of the changing, charred child. Soon enough, that world too will face a storm of fire, oil, and sparks. The child there will face a similar yet distinct trial. Oh, they're referring to this one. Now, let us begin, Sinclair, the cleansing of this world. Okay. The child weeps amidst the fire. He shall ultimately be snuffed out in flame, unceasingly swinging the steel in his two arms and failing to grip anything in his hands, unable to tread the path he chose. Whether he will break the shell from inside or instead yield himself to the ease of being gripped open. What happens in this world will stay there. Though, if you ask which world will be the first to reach that point, who could ever know? There we go. And I will most likely stop the stream there. Because I want to actually assign all of the ego gifts, because that seems very relevant to the Canto. Because it seems like a narrative ego gift, so I want that. So I'm probably going to have to go back to Checkpoint and redo a bunch of stuff I just did. So I will most likely be back. I will be back on Sunday at 2 p.m. Thank you for being here, Shady Deals. It's been a pleasure hanging out. I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, or whatever time it is for you. See you later, and have a good day.